Hi, hello. Okay, here we are with a new tactics game, the Banner Saga, which I am almost entirely blind on this game. Uh, I know one or two things generally, kind of how the combat works a little bit. I watched like part of Loon's stream or probably a highlight or something, and I know that it is a good part a visual novel, and people can die forever. So that's going to be fun. Let's engage. I will also note that this is the second attempt here because I found out that encoding, there was an encoding problem. I'm going to be monitoring the CPU cycle. Yeah, that explains why this was so stuttery. This is much better.
Can you hear me?
Hi, hello.
Hello.
I may have to turn you up, but that's about it.
Oh, all right. Well, in any event, this was one of my favorite games way back in the day when it came out, and I hooted and hollered about it. And then, as I do with a number of things, nobody listened because I tend to be kind of silly like that sometimes. But it is a really good game if you're willing to play on its terms, is I guess the...
Okay. But hold that
Also,
thought.
hello. Oh, hi.
The first
Hold
signs of
thought.
snowfall
Sure
across
thing.
us on our approach to Strand, largest of the trade cities on the Val-human borders, and our last collection before returning to the capital. Several days ago, the sun simply came to a stop in the sky. Though during these long winter days, none of us can be certain how long it has been this way. Some of the men in the caravan have taken it as a dire omen. I am not quick to superstition, but I myself will be glad to be done with this year's rounds. We have been warned by stranded travelers about brigands on the path through Ridgehorn, our road home. Our captain seems unconcerned. Perhaps he is as eager as I to be done here. We will rest here this day and inquire further when we speak to the governor.
Komið skjótt! Komið í höfnina miklu! Skýst ég leyfa oss að syngja!
Well,
Hverfið á braut! Engan eigi ég hlut að máli þessu!
that went
So,
ways
yeah.
for them.
Yep, that didn't work out the way they'd hoped, I think.
One moment. Still getting the adjustment down for this audio. Are we getting double cursors on the stream? I can't tell 100%. No,
I don't see any, at least.
Just the game cursor. Okay, we're good. Sorry, there are many things that you are very hard to check in the not live stuff. Anyway. Yeah, for some reason, and this is why this is our second take, cutscenes just use like 3 times the CPU. It's wild. Anywho, yes, joining me in this stream are Argona and Vinay, who drop by from time to time.
Yep. I was mostly around for Hoshigami. I think it's the only stream I've been here consistently for.
And Vinay, who has muted his mic.
Yes, I have. So consistency is not my strong suit in any event, mics included. But Yeah, in general, I sort of drop by from time to time when the game particularly piques my interest, and I'm not otherwise distracted.
Alright, so the game gets right into a battle tutorial.
Mm-hmm.
With our large friends.
Yeah. With their largeness represented mechanically in this case. Since once you click the check mark, you'll be sure to notice something important about them.
Oh, they take up many squares.
Yeah, they are 2x2 units, as compared to these human 1x1 units, because these men are large.
Look at the size of those lads.
Mm-hmm. Thanks. So this is another important factor. This queue will continue to alternate regardless of whether you actually kill an enemy unit. So, well, I guess I'll let the game explain.
I do notice that it's just a allied enemy, allied enemy, allied enemy each time. Doesn't seem like there's like a speed or anything like that.
No, there isn't. And in point of fact, I think the initiative order at the start of combat is determined by the deployment order that you choose your dudes in. So you get to choose your initiative queue at the start. So these guys were obviously interrupted in the middle of something because their health and armor bars are not full. They were kidding me. Computer, what has happened?
What has happened?
My screen went completely black and then turned off for a second, so I don't know what's up with that, and that's not promising. But I guess we'll burn that bridge when we come to it. Your CPU is maxed out so hard, my computer has taken damage.
We're not even in a cutscene anymore. I'm only using 20% of CPU.
Anyhow, so yeah, this is the big important thing of this combat system.
All right.
Your HP is also the damage you deal.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. Armor blocks strength damage, but can be reduced to break attack.
So yeah, armor is just a flat reduction on incoming damage. Yeah, so this is the big important text box. Turns always alternate, even if you are outnumbered.
Alright, so you can overextend by expending a resource.
Right. So you'll see at the bottom left of the screen there's a little summary box with a bunch of numbers in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Top one's obviously armor. The one below that is strength. The one below that is willpower. The one below that is a cap on how much willpower you can spend on an action. And the one below that is how much break you do when you choose to break armor. So, because this guy has an exertion of 2, he can overextend himself by 2 points, assuming he has the willpower to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And that means movement, that means attacking, it means a whole bunch of things. It also means so your special abilities are typically also fueled by your willpower.
Going clockwise.
So you pick a target, and then it picks, in this case, up to 1 additional targets, moving clockwise from your original. I assume that one worked because, in the case, it's going clockwise around the target, but...
It's
They just went all the way around.
Yeah, they went all the way around the clock.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, the hard alternation thing occurs until one side has only one member left remaining. Once that's true, alternation stops, and initiative just goes one turn to every character.
Alright, neat.
Exertion also applies to Punch and Man.
We'll see how often loud stings occur. That was very loud, but it happened once in
Like a rabid wolf, that one.
a bit.
Right.
How did it come to this? We fool ourselves believing that peace will last. My grandfather built all this from a poor fishing village, you know. He watched the gods die, watched the chaos that followed, watched man and var slaughter each other, even before the dreads arose. All we've done is traded one struggle for another. Now that there are no more dreads to war against, we war against ourselves. This chieftain meant to kill me, and he's not the first. A dozen families in the city would gladly take my chair. This one had men waylaying merchants, both north and south of the city, strangling trade quite well, I would add, though he denied it to his lust. This sort of wolf doesn't stop biting because the head is cut off. It just grows a new head. I'm in a bad way, my friend. Help me finish this fight, and I'll gladly send you on your way with double our king's tithe. Take any men you need. They're loyal, I promise you that. They will meet you down in the proving grounds.
Alright, so far, game one is King, who is our friend, is having a time.
Mm-hmm. That's where we pick up in chapter 1.
Yeah, it's wild. I am not kidding. Between gameplay to cutscene, it is... Like, gameplay uses like 20 CPU, cutscene uses 80. It's wild.
Yikes. Also, if you click and drag in scenes like this, I'm not sure if it's available now, but you can sort of pan the
Hello.
action back and forth to parallax a look at the action. And this will be more relevant once there's like more than one person talking to you at a time, which is a thing that happens. But it's something that I don't think the game ever explicitly tells you. You can just figure it out by poking things. But yes, this is one of your two most common means of interacting with the game. Visual novel.
Whom I am Ulrich.
You are Ubin, this
okay.
large...
I'm the large man. Okay.
Yeah.
Very large, very horned.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, hello, Doc.
Hello, Doc.
How you doing?
Not bad. Yourself?
I'm doing all right.
Doc,
Better than I was.
did you know that the cutscenes in this game use up way too much fucking CPU?
Not surprising.
It's news to me. It's not surprising. This large horned man is us, a tax collector.
Oh, is this the first game where I've played a tax collector?
You know, that's a good question. I can't help but think there might be one more. It's not a hugely common one, but
Weren't you briefly a tax collector in Vandal Hearts? Or something like that?
oh, I don't know.
No, you're just part of the city
You're-
guard.
Yeah, you're basically a cop. I've just
Yeah.
Vaguely thought there was something like that.
Because like your first mission is you're out posing as merchants in order to ambush bandits.
Yeah.
blanches as you approach.
Yeah.
Blanche is a rarely used phrase for a, like...
To go pale.
Yeah.
This is a man who is clearly not happy to see you. It's not super rarely used, but it's much more literary than conversational usage.
Mm-hmm.
So in this context, it makes a kind of sense.
This is the kind of game that will use it every now and use words of the kind every now and again.
And the speech in this is very flowery, yes.
Hmm. So here you are, already playing War of the Lions without even thinking you were going to.
Man.
Although you'll note that, like, the dialogue isn't necessarily super flowery.
Oh, yeah.
Dialogue here is very to the point.
My eyes do keep getting distracted by Largeman's wandering, like, off
And just
focus eye
looking
here.
around the scene.
Well, no, not even that his eyes move. Like, his right eye is not looking the same way. Like, it is off.
Right.
Yeah,
He's
he's got
a-
a bit of a lazy eye.
He is an old
He's got
man,
some
and
double
they
vision
showed
going
it in a lot of ways, and it's very good. Like, it's a good look.
The art in the Banner Saga is very, very distinct, and most of the time it's good. There are a few distinct places where I think, like, could have used another pass on that guy, but I understand that, like, almost all the art in this game was done by, like, a handful of people. Like a couple of dudes. Or a couple of folks, anyway.
What do I feel about Had
A choice
here?
presents itself. How do you feel about leaning on this man?
I don't have a good read on Had yet. That's the thing.
He's kind of a weasel. That much is pretty clear.
He's a little bit of a weasel. I feel like we pay him just to get this over with faster.
It probably would be the least hassle. And that's a nice touch. Both of them just sort of look at you being like, what?
I like the proliferation of brooches on everyone's clothes in this game. Because that's kind of the one piece of jewelry everyone would have.
Yeah, you gotta hold your cloak or your cape or your coat shut.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know. And I mean, Ubin doesn't, because he just has a shirt that laces up, but...
This is
Okay, see-
the exact thought I was thinking too. I was like, wait, was that guy wearing green in the hall?
He was! Not anymore!
Alright, so Gunnulf here is actually one of those instances of probably could have spent another try at it. Look at his sword and how it basically looks like they just kind of tossed it on his sprite.
Yeah, like my eyes immediately went to the sword and just like, that's just, it looks like it's just kind of there.
Mm-hmm.
Also, no, you look good, my dude.
1 and 3 should be the same answer, honestly.
But yes, the facial hair game in this game is very strong for a lot of characters.
I could do a better sword than that in MS Paint. I'm just saying.
Scalfing.
Sculfing. Yeah.
Sculfing. Because, like, a lot of these words are going to have, like, Norse pronunciations just about, right?
Extremely yes.
Okay.
Yes. Basically
Hence,
all is
hence the stream/video title.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking not quite Crimbleshan's tier, but we are getting very deep.
Since Irik's the closest we've seen to, I guess, a traditional North American name. And I mean, it's obviously a clear line to, you know, a name we know, but it's not quite there.
named Eric is the one that we would use.
Yeah.
From the Old Norse, Eiriker, which is eternal ruler, combining the elements of I, meaning ever or always, and Riker, which would be like ruler or king. Or some people think that it's a combination of Er, which is honor, and for Germanic Rik for king, so honorable king. So it's either eternal or honorable king.
All right. To drink.
Yep. We did just start, yeah.
Wait, hold up. You're just going right through the front door.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Just breaks the door.
Yeah, just kicks the door.
Meat steins.
Oh shit, I just realized without the various things up, I can't see my announcements. Hold up one moment, because I just got hosted by Andy. Andy, thank you for the host. Welcome to Vikings with Depression.
Sad Vikings and Snow, the game. Welcome one and all.
Oh.
Look at that shield!
Yeah.
That is a beefy shield. Yeah, Ubin's sitting this one out.
Yeah.
He's a scrivener.
Yeah,
He's not
I
a
guess my player character does not actually fight.
That's not necessarily a hard and fast rule. It is right now, but there may be times.
Alright. Shieldman is a tank. So we'll move
As
him
shieldmen tend to be.
move him in so that he can do some work. Eric, what? Oh, you're an axe user. Okay.
So yeah, take a look at his stats, take a look at his abilities as listed there. Little text box.
Can move through
Performance
allies, can give allies stuff.
Yeah, so he transfers his mojo to other people.
Alright, so Shieldman can counter.
Mm-hmm. They have a passive armor break effect whenever somebody pokes them.
Heavy impact, whenever he attacks, he does splash damage. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just put large mins next to each other, since that's where the brunt of the enemies are coming from.
Mm-hmm. And Valgard.
Yeah.
That's our last
To,
one.
blocks damage to strength and armor for 1. Alright, that's not bad.
So yeah, he can increase his damage reduction. And more importantly, Shield Wall is a passive. It's just anybody who's standing next to him, orthogonally,
Yeah,
gets +1 armor for free.
Alright. Like the setup.
And so does he. That's the other important thing. If you know, hence you'll see it appearing on both.
I guess maybe from playing a lot of XCOM, I'm a little bothered that you can't use WAS to move the camera around.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
I can.
This was
I can agree with
originally
you
an
on that.
iPhone game, so consider
Oh wow,
that.
okay. That makes a lot of the trappings that I'm seeing make a lot more sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so good.
This
Okay,
game was
we can do
originally
that.
designed to be entirely played with just a touchscreen, so. Thug swordsman.
Hmm?
Where are they getting
Incidentally-
these swords?
I don't know. From a blacksmith?
They're just kind of nerds, though.
I mean, they're nerds, but they're armed nerds, and they always have been, as far as we know, given what the chieftain set up on the hill.
I'm just saying.
This seems, judging by, you know, how little concerned the reaction was to us kicking in the door to not one, but 2 places today and starting to kill people, armed people is not an unusual sight.
It's not armed specifically, because I mean, a number of them have more sensible weapons that they would have easily access to. Gunnulf there has a gigantic sword, so there's that.
My friend, you have moved exactly into the wrong place.
I see what you mean.
Yep.
Yeah, like
That
an
man is
axe
going
has
to
a more
be-
mundane use, whereas
This man is about to be destroyed.
yeah, this
He's
man
going
is
to be cut in half.
yeah, just to have a terrible day.
Oh, that's a move.
Fortunately, they also have moves. Otherwise, this would be just a touch too easy. But that is a move you definitely want to be aware of, because that class is just the worst.
So that seems to... Okay. So, let's...
So you can click on them and take a look at their things.
Okay, there we go. I was like, how do you cancel actions? Series of strikes, each randomly attack strength or armor. So that is these men with the blonde men.
Yeah, the blonde men have they take a bunch of little swings, each of which randomly hits armor or strength.
All right, and
Backbiters or thug swordsmen.
thug swordsmen are can or cannot have that ability, because this one over here doesn't have it.
Right, but the class they're a mild reskin of is called Backbiter because of run through,
Mhm.
which lets them make an attack to do armor damage as they move through a target, and then do a strength attack at their destination.
Now, I'm trying to fully understand how armor works in this. So,
It's actually very simple, inherently.
so they have the 6, and I can attack them.
Yeah,
All right, so
right.
it's just a okay. It is just a subtraction. It's just that my large men just hit hard enough that it doesn't matter.
Mhm.
Exactly, yes. It is straight subtraction, just not any complicated math at all.
Okay.
You can do damage to armor, so then, like, after you've softened up their armor, you can then do a strength attack to just completely ruin them. Or you could focus entirely down their health and, well, their strength instead, and then kind of just, like, give them a bunch of nicks, and that works as
I
well.
can I can spend 2 goodies just to take this guy out, which seems like a good move in my book.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
Whoa, my dude.
He activated Death by a Million Cuts.
Okay, that expends his armor to hit multiple times.
No. So what was happening is, take a look at your shieldman again. Specifically, take a look at his passive.
Counterattack for 1 armor damage. Okay.
So every time he took one stupid dinky little hit on your shield man returned an armor damage.
Which is to say, the shield guy here, the shield banger, literally the best person to get attacked by that, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Because he just liquefied the dude's armor in exchange.
Yep.
Alright, so other one of those guys is going to go next. I can just remove this guy, though, for free. Alright, so who's next? Because I'm going to start it, like, really trying to think about this turn. Alright, well, actually, I can't get to that guy. 'Cause
That's going to be an unwelcome realization to have
I'm
a lot
too
of.
big.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it seems like a really small thing at first, but being a 2x2 unit is way more restrictive than it seems.
I got destroyed, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is starting to come into play.
The way that the game ends up kind of feeling is that the start of the game usually is, like, start of every fight is a little bit explosive, and then you start to feel, like, the exhaustion as that, like, characters start to be just weak. Which is kind of on purpose. That's what a fight is like.
Yeah. Once you've been, like, swinging this heavy thing at another man for a while, you get a little tired.
It's my favorite game. How's it going?
Hey, Vosadog.
I don't.
I am here
Right, so far.
for the Saga.
And
I am really excited to see how Newbie does with this game.
You have just your defend move, which isn't going to help in this situation because I'm more worried about is this guy running up on somebody else.
Yeah, if he's the centerpiece of a formation or something, if you can ensure that he's going to take it on the chin, putting him out there with the shield ball up can be very bad. But just doing an apropos of nothing, not hugely helpful.
All right, so he still did a bunch of that. That's just the way his move works.
Yeah.
His move will always be able to do 4 or 5 attacks of 1 damage each, which is okay when they have no strength. They're still dangerous when they have no strength. That's what that means.
Yes. Oh, right, you have been undamaged.
Yep. So you can just hit this man very hard.
Yep. He will be very neutered after you hit him.
Which is a concept we'll get to sooner rather than later, I'm sure.
This is just like Advance Wars in the sense that how much blood everyone has is how dangerous every unit is.
Okay, it does not work that way. I thought maybe if I knocked that person out of the order, then it would skip to one of my guys, but no, somebody else just takes over.
No. It just alternates until there's only one person left on one side or the other.
So it behooves you to actually just take out the most dangerous people.
Or, alternatively, just maul people. Don't kill them, because remember, if they have 1 health, the worst they can do is punch for 1 damage. Or break armor, but yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
So having a crippled enemy on the field can be a major asset to you.
Because that's a turn where they're not doing a significant amount of damage to you.
Yeah.
But using a turn. You'll get the hang of it.
Yeah.
It takes some getting used to, definitely.
It's a very different strategy.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking adore this battle system.
Oh, it's so cool.
I play the survival mode in the second game for fun, because it's just good. And that is just where you play every story fight in the game when you can use every character in the franchise.
Just back to back to back.
Yep.
And if a character gets knocked out, you rotate in the next one, I think?
Yeah, if there's permadeath in that instance. That's like a special mode.
Yeah, that's
where you play with like Fire Emblem rules.
That's one of my understandings of this game is that there's no permadeath in combat.
Correct.
But people can die in the visual novel sections.
Yeah.
Oh,
the visual novel is where lethality occurs. And
you may make decisions and lose people as a result.
Fair warning.
That fight went okay, though.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, quite okay.
Did you lose anyone?
No, nobody went down. I think my shield bearer got real close since he took like a lot of damage.
He took a bunch of it on the chin, yeah.
That's fine. That means nothing unless they get knocked down.
Yeah.
Because then they get injured and then they have a strength penalty unless they rest.
Okay, so loss of
You
HP.
can still,
it only matters on the last HP.
Yes, only the last HP matters. You were on cleanup duty.
Yep. I don't envy this man his job.
What is it?
Please stall them. We have to clean up the bodies.
I wonder if he's paying for the door or what.
All right, you know what? I'm going to adjust with the audio.
That is a
Turn
lot
this
of
up
shit.
A little bit right here and turn the sound effects down a little. So we can get more of the music, but the sound effects aren't overpowering.
The music is top fucking notch.
Austin Wintory is the composer. He's done a lot of things. He did Monaco, I just learned.
I'm waiting for the
we
moment
played
where I get
years
to
ago.
see my crew. What was that noise?
That was my phone. Sorry about that.
Okay, I was like,
I was turning the volume down as we.
as I was mousing around, I hear that sound effect. I'm like, that sound effect seemed very out of place for this game.
Sorry about that. No, as soon as I heard the first notification, I realized that I had not done that. Prepare for Viking names.
Unbin.
Ubin.
Ubin.
Who is old. And I mean, look at him. He does kind of look real old.
You can just tell from his horns. His horns are just way out there.
Hey, cameraman, what's this shot?
This is newbie. Oh no! It's just a really it's Hakon being positioned very poorly.
No, yeah, this is the game. This was me making a joke. This is how this shot should have been, so you get a full view of that guy. This is what the game did.
So, what have you been told so far about the state of the world?
The gods are
Maybe.
dead.
Okay.
The king or person in charge of this town, chieftain, king, or whatever you want to call him, has been suffering to try and get this town in order and in peace, but people keep trying to take his position of power.
Oh, right. There's the scene where he's like, "Oh, this I've been doing this since my dad."
Yeah,
He
walks over to the dead body and just goes, "This guy, this fucking
guy's been
guy."
after me forever.
And what else? Just that when the gods died, like people tried to get in order, but there were some sort of manner of monster, and then once they were gone, the people turned on each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once they didn't have a common enemy, they turned against each other.
Yeah, and there's one more thing which was mentioned.
Also, yes, the sun stopped.
The sun stopped.
The sun has stopped.
Which is kind of
That seems
That
like
might
a
be a
bad
deal.
thing. I'm not a scientist, but
well, it's
Alright.
going to do bad things to people's diurnal rhythms, that's for sure. Who knows? Maybe it'll help with their Viking seasonal affective disorder.
you get rid of the bullshit of a 24-hour day.
No, it's 24-hour days all day, every day from now on.
24 hours, forever. Just always.
The clock just stops at 12:52 a.m.
Yep.
Well,
God
that
Damn,
would
my
think.
VCR just keeps on flashing 12 over and over again. I don't know how to fix it.
267. What does it mean?
Working as
267.
intended.
Okay, if the sun is stopped at noon, at least it's out of everyone's eyes. What if the sun stops at, like, dawn?
Yeah.
Oh, that would suck.
That would be awful.
it would be fine, like
In every direction.
like
As long as you look
two-
west.
240 degrees of the time, it would be fine. But there's that one.
That
It
one
would be
direction you
impossible to fight
can't look in.
anymore. Like, flat out. No one would be able to do any fighting anymore. Viking Age would just come to a conclusion that way.
That's
We'd
when we
always have
built
to
the
approach from
large
the-
wall.
Yep. It's just feng shui now dictates that you always build your fortifications facing one direction.
Save your daylight!
It is 3 p.m. in beautiful sunny Reykjavik. At 2 hours each day, I have to sit in front of this ultra-violent light.
Ultra violent light.
That video owns.
Stallone!
My
Stupid
melanoma!
I'm glad we've immediately undercut the game's tone.
That's okay. I'm
Oh,
sure
it's
that'll
one.
happen.
It's one of my streams. That's gonna happen immediately, no matter
That's
what.
fair. That's fair.
So we got the next in line for Giant King here. This guy is supposed to be the next king of the giants.
He looks pretty kingly. Also pretty giant, so, story checks out.
Whenever he loosens his hand on his axe, that's a really weird pose. That one right there. Not
I
a
see
fan
what
of that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's fine when he has it held because he's
Gripped,
holding it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah, it
love
looked
these-
like he's like playing a guitar or something.
I could see it if they're very long axes and like they're propped against his shoulder, and
And I
you're
mean, they
just-
obviously are. These
Yeah.
are two-handers here. You'll see that in a bit more detail at some point, I'm sure.
So when they say you're playing as Ubin right now, right?
Yes, I am the large old man.
Right.
Oh boy,
Luden.
this is a description and a half. I'm gonna have to close the window.
Holy shit! Yeah, that is a description.
The Prince of Men.
Also, kind of a nasty piece of work, apparently.
This guy looks like an asshole.
You might look like an asshole, but never just judge entirely on appearances.
Yeah.
Wait for him to be an asshole, then treat
Yes.
him appropriately.
Also, the other thing that I'm going to this game thinking is that this is a horrible world that we live in. Don't just be a dick to somebody just to be a dick. Let them earn it.
That's a good idea.
That's a good plan. Just in general,
have-
really.
Plenty of chances to return favors to people.
One way or another. And hey, look, you can go introduce yourself.
Or you could be proactive and establish dominance.
Also true.
And destroy them.
The Varl, like, folk singing is very good.
Oh, I have the, yes. No, I have the stream muted, because hearing myself echo is super
No,
distracting.
that's-
But, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mr. Wintery did a fantastic job with this soundtrack. All
Yes.
three of them, in fact. And they're all distinct, too. Each game has its own kind of sound to it.
They do, yeah.
As you might expect, it starts to get more and more depressing each game.
Yes.
Spoiler.
That would make sense because I think I watched the quick looks for each of these games, but obviously, like, they were released so far apart, I don't remember the first two too much.
Several years
The
each.
three is still fresh in my brain, though, and the story goes places.
Yes.
Story goes places.
Really
Yeah, things
goes
happen.
I'm very excited for when we get there.
It's pretty funny to me that they have this giant, this giant Ubin particularly, just go collect taxes from smaller humans, tiny men.
He's elderly. He can't do much fighting, so he's the tax man.
I mean,
He just
can't do much
chooses
fighting
not
is
to.
a relative term, is what we're looking for here. He is still a giant with all the beef that suggests. It's just that he's gotten to the age where he'd prefer to let other people do the heavy lifting.
Also, a good tax collector is a tax collector that can defend himself.
That true.
Yes. Also intimidate.
Mm-hmm. That's probably more important.
Yeah, he is known. He is a known fighter, but he hasn't done any in a long time.
So, a question. Obviously, this game starts off with obviously a very memorable line, as that's what everybody said in chat as they came in. Is that expanded upon?
The sun has stopped.
Only
No,
the sun has stopped.
the gods are dead.
The gods are dead. The gods are dead, I don't think gets really expanded upon, but everything else happening in the world does.
Cool.
The gods are dead is sort of a
The gods have been dead for ages.
yeah. It's been a while. It's
So
not
You
new.
could
Did the gods die first and then the sun stopped, or did they happen at the
Yes.
same
The
time?
sun stopped like
The sun
last
stopped
week.
like last Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
Sun
It
stopped
is.
just now.
New and deeply disturbing.
you could almost interpret it as the people have lost faith in the gods, and then the sun stopped. If you want to take it that way, but I don't think there's a lot of evidence.
Yeah, there's
for
not a
it.
lot of connection. It's been like a couple of generations since the gods kicked it, or more, because Chief Man talked about how his grandfather saw the gods die.
Yeah, whatever that means.
I assume exactly that, really. I mean, what war in heaven looks like in this context.
I need more details for that.
That's fair. It's not the sort of thing that comes easily to the mind's eye.
Yeah, this guy looks like a prince.
There he is.
Look at this smarmy man.
This dude rules. Look at him.
Nice ring too. He's got a few rings, but that one on his
Prince of
Yeah.
all humans.
Like the platinum, or would that be platinum or silver?
Silver.
It's
Silver.
probably silver.
Vikings
Actually-
loved silver.
Yeah. On top of that, it's really bright white, which usually means silver, as opposed to platinum's more like muted grayish.
Yeah, pure silver is a very, very bright color.
Pure silver is the most lustrous material on Earth.
It also tarnishes
the most-
real quick.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Responsible for photography. The most important element.
that's true. Mostly I think of it as the fancy eating dishes, because my family has like actual silver plates that we trot out on religious holidays or whatever, and boy howdy,
oh, wow.
they're shiny.
Extremely rarely, old mirrors would have a silver backing in the back of
Yes.
it, because it is most reflective material on Earth.
That's actually where the thing of vampires not seeing themselves in reflections comes from.
Oh, it's silver.
Yeah, they can't see
I've never
themselves
thought
in
of that.
mirrors because it's backed by silver.
Huh. Cool.
Hmm.
We've gotten a little sidetracked,
Which
but
means
yes.
modern aluminum mirrors should be fine.
Yep.
Yes.
Or that aluminum was effective all along, we just didn't know.
That's also possible. Aluminum was even more valuable than silver back in the day, so.
It was a
Discover
bitch
the
and a
magical
half to
properties of aluminum
Mhm.
and tungsten.
All right, so
get. Light, strong.
proper, inquisitive, or this is business.
Yeah, what do we want from Luden?
Do we want anything from Luden?
I'm a business giant.
I'm just doing my job.
Here for
Everything's
business.
dying. What's with you? Why do you care about your job that much?
Yeah, there's this big alliance, and they're making a big deal about it. The humans and the giants.
Now that is an interesting piece of news, isn't it?
It is.
Because you'd think, if the humans got a giant alliance in, yeah, they'd be hooting and hollering about it. But no, both sides are making a big deal out of this.
Man, they got a grand alliance.
For the next age of men and Varl, whatever
A
that
new
happens to mean.
age.
A new age.
24
My new
hours something.
car.
So is exactly as he appears on the is sort of
Yeah.
born with a silver
It's-
spoon in his mouth.
Yeah, maybe a little.
He might be kind of a dick.
All right, to the hall.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Welcome,
By the way, anytime you're on like a city or something, you can click and drag around and look at all the
Shit.
Oh yeah,
artscapes
You
and
can
stuff.
pan and scan the landscapes, and boy howdy, this game has a lot of landscapes.
I'll have to
Oh,
remember
and
that
you
for the
can
future.
zoom with the mouse wheel too.
Oh my god!
Yeah, yeah. You want to see this art? This art's great.
Can I get out of this?
Enhance.
No, I can't get out of this.
You'll get your
You'll
chance,
have a
guys.
chance. You're not leaving yet.
Look at those guys.
But yeah, if you had, you've always got your little caravan wandering around in most of these scenes, unless you've come to a stop at a town.
Ah, experience. That's your most important stat, by the way. Renown.
Since it is both money and XP.
So you spend notoriety for things at times.
Yeah. Yeah,
Pretty much.
You impress people into giving you things.
And obviously
I'm over.
it seemed that renown was pretty important, considering each character was getting renown as they did kills and promoted.
Every
off
time
that.
you get a kill, you get 1 renown, and you can get bonuses at the end of combat.
And you can accolade bonus renown onto characters that aren't getting a lot of experience.
Not quite. They have to get kills, and then
you
can
have to
level them
buy
up.
levels on the characters to actually give them more stats.
Ah, I see.
All the renown goes onto the same pile.
Cool. Interesting.
It's in one direction, actually, which is kind of good.
I kind of like that system. Yeah.
Mogar's on your battle team as well. He's pretty important.
He's one of my favorite characters.
He's
a
way up
shield
there
member,
for
but
me.
more.
He's not like the toppest, but he's close.
We have yet to meet my personal favorite, like, combat-wise, unparalleled favorite character in the game, but we'll get there.
And that's what I like about this game, is that everyone can have a different character that they think is really good, and it's not that they're wrong, it's just that everybody's
not at all.
playstyle is different.
There's
It's not that they're
various
wrong, but they are.
strategies.
It's not that they're wrong, but this character is
Oh, so
genuinely
you
borderline.
just finished Strand. Neat.
Yeah, we just started. We were off. Here we go.
I think you can camp yet? Can you camp?
Not yet.
They really are not
Okay.
giving me an option to do much of anything.
They'll, you know.
Yeah, we're just walking.
You
over the
have
project.
366 giants, 85 human soldiers, 66 days of supplies, and no civilian hanger-ons.
Ah,
Drink
But
a
how do we
little,
handle
drink
this?
a lot, toast to Wagner. This is a Kingdom of Loathing choice if ever I've seen one.
Toast.
But what would be the god? What was his name? Boris? I think Boris was the
Boris
seal
Jarlsberg.
clubber god. Man.
the Varl like to drink as much as humans do.
Well, I do. I want to talk to some people a bit more, so we're gonna go with that.
That's a good idea.
Thanks for the speech.
I'm having a time.
I'm next in line. Gonna be king all ya.
Mm-hmm. That is a big axe.
It is. It's
It's always sometimes throwing me off with these men because I've mostly just seen Varl in these scenes, so it's like, I don't know, it doesn't really look that. And then I think about how large a Varl is. I'm like, okay, no, yeah, it's a
Yeah.
big axe.
yeah.
They're at least twice as tall as a person.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're like
you've seen some
10, 12 feet, I think. They're big boys.
Really? 10 feet? I was expecting like 8 to 9.
No. You've seen some shots that show that the human comes up to like a Varl's waist.
Oh god, wow.
The things Varl are using as personal weapons would be big-ass pole arms to humans.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Actually, the size of Gunnulf's sword is so large that it would probably be just a bad weapon.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
the way that the seal would work is that it would actually crumple upon striking something, honestly.
By the
Gunnulf
way-
definitely is using too big a weapon.
How did the fight with Gunnulf go there, the second one? The not tutorial one?
It was
Good.
alright. Nobody went down.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
You
learned
did better
about
than I did.
I learned about enemy skills.
Uh-huh.
My large shieldman almost went down because he just got jumped on.
Yes. It's better that he got jumped on than Gunnulf, because the first time I did it, they said, hey, that guy's got shit for armor, let's beat the crap out of him.
Yeah. So the thing is, Gunnulf's strength is enormous, so he hits like a train, but he has like 8 armor.
Which is
So
bad.
after one break, you'll see that 18 strength just tank into 2-3 hits.
Gunnulf is so good early fight. and then he drops
so
off
bad.
mid-fight really hard.
He's there. He's a glass cannon. He's there to take care of a couple issues at the front, and if you can protect him, he can stick around. But it's hard.
Yeah.
It seems like you hold him back for a turn, and then once the enemies have moved forward, you run forward and do like his spin slash.
Yeah,
If
you can
anything
do
is
that.
still standing after you have spun Gunnel for full rotation, you've already made a mistake.
You did it wrong. That's true.
Either that, or you're gonna
He
get
just
something
needs-
with crazy high armor.
He just needs to get that one good spin in. Paraxol is correct.
Yes. It's even
So
better
what-
if the enemies are next to each other, because then his passive kicks in and they both take an extra point of
And
damage.
you do double splash. It's great.
Yep.
So, Newbie, you've heard mention of the Dredge. What do you know about them so far?
There was literally just that cutscene, and also I kind of know a little bit more because I watched a quick look for 3, but I really don't know too much about them.
Cool.
We'll get there.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I'm bringing it up too early.
No. I mean, you've seen them mentioned, so asking about it is fine. But the story, from what I remember at any rate, it's been a while since I played 1, is pretty good about introducing the concepts in a fairly crisp way.
Yeah, the Varl don't have any like line of succession or anything. It's just who gets chosen.
Mhm. Yeah, that's a thing that's made clearer later on. But
That
How do
guy.
humans decide which one's the king when they're all so short?
you're up, boss. Oh, good.
This is gonna end well.
What do you mean? It's fine.
Look at how fun it is. That face.
Yeah, so look at Loon here. He comes up to like that guy's
Yeah.
chest, but he's
He's
stooping
hunched over.
Yeah, he's like sitting. He's old.
Ubin is like 800 years old.
Meanwhile, Newbie enjoys himself with the pan.
Look, as soon as I was told I can look around, I'm gonna look around.
No, you
That's
should.
fair.
This,
That's fair.
Like, absolutely. It's like when you learn that you can do shit in MGS2 with the cutscenes and the codex, and you immediately do that.
Oh boy, it's time for the feature that made me waste, I swear to God, like an hour and a half as soon as I got access to it.
Oh no. Because I'll probably waste that much time.
It's maybe not a thing you need to do all at once on stream, but so here's a map of the world,
This is
Yep.
literally a map of the
Oh.
world, isn't it?
and
Oh, it's
if you
lore.
yes, it's oh my God, so much lore.
I remember
Everything
the first
is
time I played
labeled.
this game, it's just like, oh my
Everything
god.
that's labeled, you can click on to get a little blurb
Literally
about
everything you can get a blurb about by clicking on it.
Tell
I
me
spent-
about Silverstone over here.
I don't know. What does the game have to say about Silverstone?
Let's learn. Very interesting. I see.
it. Tell me about the frozen tombs.
Can we, can I request looking at the brackish sea in the bottom right?
The
Okay.
grossest of seas.
Yeah, if anybody has any, I'm not going to look at all of these, but if anybody has
Hey,
some,
Craig's Fjords.
This is what I love about this map. You zoom in on any part of it, and there's something you want to click on.
The brackish sea is that giant thing off to the right. That seal in the ocean. That giant symbol in the bottom
Yeah,
right.
just the bottom right.
Okay,
with that
this
big
one.
circle.
Yes, all right.
This is a big map.
At least it's not the brackish sea, or as long as we
It's
don't
the
end up with
worst.
the brackish sea.
The gross ocean.
It
The
sounds
corruption.
like the Dead Sea, except black and sludgy and awful.
The Dead Sea, but actually a Dead Sea, not
Yes.
just we made a joke.
Not just
Out there
hypersailing.
toward the Swartbog.
Already not a pleasant sounding
Oh,
place.
that's where you're going, the Grofheim. You might want to look at that.
Yeah, that's our actual destination. There are also many other places, large and small.
That's home of the Varl, Seat of Power.
Navarro Castle, more or less.
Giant capital. This is giant.
Capital,
country.
that's the word I was looking for. Why did I say castle? What the fuck?
I
Big
mean,
home.
It's also a castle.
Yeah.
that too, yeah.
The
Out
anvil
by
and
Craig
the hammer.
Fjords.
Where is it the Cragfears? I keep missing them.
It's next
There.
to the glaciers you looked at the start.
Yeah, see that little river that's coming off of the bay in the northwest?
Oh, here it is.
Yeah, the Crags Fjords.
I guess when we
north of
finally
Sprung.
get to the credits, we need to see who worked on this map, because damn.
I think this game only had like 4 people who did the majority of the work.
Not even a fjord, just it's more,
just a bunch of ice.
It's just a bunch of ice.
Yup. One of them was Chewbot from the Something Awful Farms.
Mm-hmm.
Right, yeah. That's really cool.
It is. And I only knew about that after I picked up the game and went, holy crap.
Jesus Christ, this is gigantic.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
like I said,
Greenland.
I'm not exaggerating. When I said I
And
wasted
you know
an
what?
hour and a half
You're
on
gonna
this.
you're gonna see some of this map.
Yeah.
You're gonna get to
Well,
see
there's some
a
real
decent amount of
points.
this map.
Lie down.
Oh, right, yeah. That's the other thing.
You're gonna get to see a portion of this
Swine
world.
speed.
God.
Swain speed.
Yep, swine's feed. Despite concerted efforts to cultivate the land, it has stalwartly remained useless for human needs.
It hates life.
It hates you so much.
Well, it's next to the brackish sea. What do you expect?
Oh, that must be it.
Yeah.
The girl
this place
Shit.
has been like so impossible to grow anything there that people are just like, it's haunted.
Wait. What's the River Rake? That has to be bad too. Right next to the swamp and the
Well, is there a
brackish sea.
skeleton down there on one of those rivers? Where is the Bone River?
Feeding water to several. Oh, feeding water. Okay, that's animals drink from it. It can't be that bad.
No.
Maybe those
This
animals
is a
are horrible
tributary
mutants.
of-
Skeletons.
What? No.
Welcome to Bone Swamp.
Welcome to Boneville, population. Also you now, because you're dead.
Holy shit. Yeah, I could definitely spend way too much time. I have to look
Yep.
at the Swart Bog.
You can always come back to it. It's
Yeah.
it's gonna be always be
This
here
is
when
going to
you
be
can.
available for the rest of the game.
It's a swarthy bog.
The Horseborn, huh?
The Horseborn.
The Horseborn.
I took notice of that the
They're
first
not
time.
in the swamp bog.
The Stankar.
Yep, I was about to say, you gotta see that.
What? I've never seen this.
The
The
Stankar
Stankar
threads.
threads.
Rotting roots.
Yeah, it seems like everything to the lower right of this map
Wow.
just sucks.
This is the
What is-
terrible
what
direction
is
of
Vo?
garbage.
Just to the right of that is
Just
just
an
Vo.
island named Vo.
Isn't that the Gerudo word for man?
Yeah.
Well, if you would call anywhere within the Swart Bog
Oh.
habitable,
Almost
The
livable.
occasional non-poisonous plant.
It's the least bad place in the Brackish Sea area.
in the Grey Water
Oh.
Sea, where just some of the brackish sea has gotten in there.
There's some good water, but there's mostly bad water.
Oh, holy shit.
Motionless stew of great. Good lord. I don't want
This
to
is
live
an
here.
awful place.
I don't want to live here, but I really like this world. It's really neat.
A note on longships.
Boats.
What if
Also, our Western Ocean, the big,
the big,
the huge.
just ocean all the way down?
Alright, constellations, but where's Hercules?
Since the gods have died, the stars form nothing but random faint patterns. Well then.
Ours just is.
Shit sucks, guys.
Oh wow, there's just a bunch of notes on here that I never.
Oh, yeah.
I never looked at these. I looked at mostly all of the map stuff. I never looked outside the map.
Alright,
Dun,
last
dun,
ones. I need to look at the anvil and the hammer.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably just shifting ice, but that's such a boring explanation.
That's neat.
You can tell the people who did this had a lot of fun.
I do
Yeah.
love this. Yeah, there's just a piece of the continent that keeps slamming into the other continent. So yes, the hammer and the anvil.
Fuck.
And this is us.
And this is us, way
And
down
that's
here
us.
near Strand. Well, some ways from Strand now.
All right, so we made a pretty good distance in like
Yeah.
2 days.
A few days.
We're now closer to Vetterfell, which is just northeast of us here. Anyhow, yes, map is Distraction Central.
Where were we again? Right, Luden.
Now
Right,
we're back to
this guy.
Right, we drank and we woke up and now Luden, which is the worst way to wake up.
Yeah.
And spent an hour talking about swamps. And by
Luden,
the
I
way,
see you have a
Luden's
pole
here.
arm there. Look at our pole arms. They are decidedly more lethal looking.
Why not take a ship? He says.
I have a stick.
You know, for a prince, that spear is
That is the least
Very
princely
mundane.
weapon. It's
That's
Just
the
a
first
spear.
thing you looked at on the map, too. You knew that before he did.
Yep.
And you don't even live in this world.
No, that
Yeah.
was in universe. We looked at that and went, so this is why we're walking. And then we went, oh, by the way,
why don't we take a boat? Winter.
this all sucks
Fucking
down there.
winter.
Winter is a horrible thing in
Well,
some places, and this is one of those.
the way they describe it is it's not even that the fact that it's winter. That place is just always frozen over.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's far enough north to just be.
I'd like to point out that these guys are wearing short sleeve shirts and it is snowing and they don't care.
They have a lot of
They
meat.
don't.
Their surface to volume ratio is distinctly lower than a human.
That's why they have their mighty beards and mustache.
Wow.
Also, apparently an underwater dredge city.
Yeah, you know.
Things happen.
Also, when you exhale through your nose, it's pretty visible. You can see the steam.
Yeah, you
So
can
they
see
can see
clouds
your
of billowing
disdain.
condensation. You literally get that cartoon bull snorting effect. Thanks, Wagner.
I could just put this axe in the back of your head.
I feel like all of Wagner's lines need to be voiced by Crumb.
Probably. Wagner or Hakan. Either or.
you can manage both. It's your menu screen, sort of.
Yep.
I think you also have access to a tent?
A tent, yes. It's not quite as interesting as it is in the second game onward, but yes.
Yeah, there it is, the training tent.
It has one very important purpose, which,
Trying out characters.
Exactly.
one other very important purpose, which is that quote-unquote kills in the training tent do, I believe, count towards the
Yes.
requirements for promotion.
You don't get
Oh,
renowned for
yeah.
it, but you can, if you have someone who you want to make sure you get a couple levels real quick, you can do stuff on that.
So yeah, take a look at the bottom middle of the screen down there. And
Well,
you'll
I'm
see-
in Force tutorial right now. Also,
Yep.
yeah, I see it right there.
So,
Mogar.
an important character.
Mogar, whatever
I
it
always
is.
said Mogar, but
+1, +3 to return the favor.
Yeah,
What
he
if
is-
Mogar just hit 4 armor damage every time he counterattacked?
you'll notice that yes, these have maxima that they can be raised to. Every time you level up, you gain 2 points
Oh.
to distribute among them.
Well,
What?
okay, that just, I thought I actually leveled it up. That's just the
Oh no
numbers
no
that
no
it
no
is.
no! no.
Yeah.
Those
Oh,
are
no.
just the caps.
They just sound very strong. Good sounds
The-
in the menu.
The only
lot of
suggestion I
crunchy.
would ever make on your characters is make sure they at least have a exertion. At least one. Probably 2.
That's the
It's a
green.
very yes.
That is the green, because that's how much willpower you can
You can
use in
spend.
an action.
Yeah.
For example, moving,
Moving
and
or attacking.
hitting things. But I think you have at least one person who can upgrade.
And,
Level
yeah,
cap
go-
for Act 1 is 5.
Yeah.
Gunulf can upgrade because he's got the plus in his top right portrait.
All right. And then promote,
You actually have to hit the promote. Yeah.
increase item rank, and I guess this 5 is it's going to use 5 renown.
It's going to cost
Yes.
5 renown. Yes.
5
Oh,
renown.
and
We'll give
okay,
him-
there's your prompt. All right, 2 points. Yeah, let's get that exertion.
Oh,
Yes,
definitely.
you definitely want
At least one in there, and then That it's up to you at that point, man.
And yeah, from here on, it's your game.
I won't tell you to do anything.
As you level up, you will unlock the higher ranks of your special moves.
Yeah, so at ranks 3 and 5, you'll unlock new ranks of special move. And,
So
It
the,
tells you every time.
the Varl.
yeah.
So is the what's the yellow? Is it inspiration?
it's
That's
willpower.
willpower.
Willpower. That's how much he starts the fight with.
Yes.
That's how much
And
he
his
has
max.
at all.
Okay, and then 11 is what it
Is
can
the
go to.
the max upgraded maximum.
Now, a point we should emphasize: if you have good or great morale, you start with a higher maximum willpower. So if you have great, you have +2. If you have good, you have +1.
It's not a higher maximum. You start with 1 or 2 points above maximum that you can spend.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Okay, this
like
is
7 of 5.
way weird. Why is it when I go through these?
You can still spend a point on Gnolf.
This doesn't. This goes in a very odd.
Order.
Yes.
So it tabs through them in the order they are in the roster, not on the fighting line, since you can reorganize that to decide what order you want people to
No,
act
I
in.
think what it does is it goes from
Goes through
the
your
party.
fighting line first.
It
Yeah.
goes through the party and then down to the roster.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was confused with. As I was trying to get back to Morg. Mogar? Mogar.
I always call
Morg.
him Mogar. That's probably not how you
Mog.
say it. But...
Mog,
Mog.
sure.
I was trying to get back to him, but I couldn't find him on the thing. Okay. So you're my shieldman. Sundering, because they shuffled my characters around.
Yep. So yeah, Hakan's whole thing is he hits real hard.
Adjacent enemies will take damage.
Yes. And that goes right through their defenses. It's just straight up they take this much damage. So he's very good to like weaken a bunch of people at once.
He hits groups.
Okay. Ludin repositions.
Ludin is
Repositions and
And
bleeds.
bleeds.
and bleed, yeah.
So every tile they move.
Okay. So bleed somebody and then does an extra 1 damage and then 2 damage. Alright.
Yeah, so they take 1 point of damage, at least, and then you push them away, and then every space they move on their next turn, they take 1 point of strength damage.
That passive though.
Yes.
Yes.
And
he's
yes.
very good.
Yes, Ludin is actually really powerful.
And
Don't-
as a spear haver there, he has reach that extends through allies.
Yep.
So you can have him stand behind someone, poke a unit, it dies, and then the people guarding him all get willpower.
So
the power of putting a sharp thing on a stick.
it seems that characters generally, unless they are specifically a shield haver, generally have the same amount of armor. Humans have less HP than Varl.
Yeah.
Yeah, even like maxes and stuff
With
like
virtually no exception.
that.
Well,
But
to be
humans-
fair here, you're dealing with a bunch of people who are damage dealers and a human versus the tank.
Yeah.
So that armor thing might not always stay the same.
The raw numbers here on Ludin, those are pretty decidedly average.
Yes.
For humans.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and humans seem to have generally higher willpower.
Yes. And
Higher
they typically
willpower.
start with more exertion.
Exertion.
They have, Hakan is a special snowflake. He has 3 and 3 on both exertion and break. Most of the time, you're going to see less for your Varl.
You
Also,
may want to spend that other point.
Yeah, I'm just looking through them. I do appreciate that Mogar does actually have a much higher cap for his armor break because he's using a mace.
And
That's his job.
yeah, he gets in there and mixes it up as part of the front line. So break
Yeah.
armor is
Alright.
important for
Let's
him.
grab a little bit more armor.
Good call.
Probably a good call.
Very smart.
Yeah, Gunolf is kind of made of paper otherwise.
The first time I went through this game, I said, he doesn't need armor. That was a terrible idea.
He
And then he got knocked out first in every
every
battle.
single fight
Well,
for the
just
rest
no
of the
better.
game.
Just always win with the first strike.
Uh-huh.
He had 18 strength. He hit things and they died. And then he died right afterwards.
Oh, right. This is where I was. Did they say something about
That's
You
a
can go to the
trade.
training hall in the top left corner, and you can try out characters there. Well, the characters you have.
Yeah, not just every character. You can also rest, so you'll see that big center tent has the...
Now you can move your people around. It's
Oh,
drag
click
and
and
drop.
drag,
Yeah, it's
and
a drag and
it'll-
drop.
Yep, good call.
Ding,
What
ding,
if we
ding, ding,
put,
ding, ding, ding.
what if we put the tank first?
Mm-hmm. Congratulations. You have achieved strategy.
Oh, that's options. How ready for battle? There we go. How to engage.
How to engage. Click the button that says it.
Click the button that says "Bring it on."
Mm.
Oh, what? They only threw that many dudes at you.
Yeah, but a weird
Training bounds are
staggered
always
deployment.
proportional to what you put into the training tent.
That's fair.
Right, and you only got 4 characters.
Unfortunately, the deployment zone is extra awkward at the moment.
That's
You
okay.
got axe humans, sword humans.
Yeah, one of these things is not like the other.
Hello.
One of these things is not like the other.
Mhm.
One of these things just doesn't belong.
This guy, he knows what he's here for, but he doesn't want to hit the king.
So that guy's about to die.
Yeah,
Somebody's about to die.
Behold,
This is why you
guns.
bring Gnolf.
I forget. Does Mogar give you a point of armor if you stand next to him?
No,
Or
those are the shield wall humans.
Right, like the 2 guys Gunolf is surrounded by right now.
Yes.
Those are the units that do that.
Yeah, they have the passive shield wall that gives them armor for...
My
standing.
This
dude,
is why, yeah, this is why Luden here is really good.
my dude
Yes.
just standing over here though.
That's the weapon master.
Yep.
Well, it's Ubin at the moment, but...
Unfortunately, you can
have
only
to
use impale.
impale.
Yeah,
At melee range.
you need to get up close and personal to impale, but you can attack at range.
Doesn't matter because he's dead anyway.
Spear masters. Yep.
They're
That's
better
what the
than their
achievement
stats
should
make them
say.
look by a very large margin.
Well, that guy's dead.
Yes.
He is extremely gone. For those
Seeing
free.
you get achievements for the game made me realize that you're getting trading cards for the game that are also very pretty.
Oh man. What can you do to this guy in melee range?
Break the hell out of that guy's armor.
Crunch 'em.
Bring the Pain is extra armor damage.
But remember, they might not just attack him.
Yeah, bring the pain
Maybe not.
is assume tank formation.
Yeah, because
Okay.
they could also just do that and go right for that dude.
But he really didn't have another move, did he?
Nah.
Because it's just break damage regardless.
So yeah,
The only
other
thing,
thing
is
is
that you do use a willpower by using Bring the Pain.
because Gunnel's break is quite low. This seems like a poor plan.
Yeah,
Good off,
once
no.
he takes some damage, he can't really do too much.
Also, he would hit his buddy with that Tempest.
Yes, I realize that, which is why I did not do it.
Womp.
Whereas here, you know,
Can
you
use,
could run him up and impale that guy.
Can you
or-
use abilities every turn?
as long as you've got the willpower to pay
Yep.
for them.
Okay, so those use willpower. Okay.
Yes. Also, you'll note he didn't get the forced move on account of you were trying to push him through Mogar with that activation of...
Pushing moves can push. Some of them push through units, though.
they'll
yeah.
generally say so.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And thanks to the Sundering Impact passive, some of the damage splashed. Because Luden is not orthogonally adjacent to him, he didn't get splashed.
Yeah, he is diagonal, so he is okay.
Yep. Also, the power of Spear. He can attack along diagonals thanks to, having 2 attack range.
This is also an example of what usually happens to Gunolf.
Yes. The other thing is, Oh, hey, apparently I've gotten network errored out of the stream. Not sure what happened there.
Oh, by the way, if you get taken out in a fight in the training tent, you are not penalized for it.
I assumed as much. That would be outrageously rude if they did that.
We would have told you if that was the case.
Surprise! It's all the risk, motherfucker, of a real battle.
Well, that guy's dead.
No.
Wait, but
He has to move himself.
Yeah, so when every step they take on their next turn.
okay, I thought
You use that to kick somebody away from you entirely.
okay,
And then when they walk back, they take more damage.
I misunderstood.
There's
That's
a couple
okay.
of instances where this can be
Real good.
abused is the word I'm looking for.
There may be some techniques.
Yes. There's one in particular I'm thinking of, which is rude as hell.
It's okay, though. You get some experience on all your dudes.
Or at
As
least
more moves appear, you will start to see the combos.
Mhm.
All right, Luden, take him out. I believe in you.
Yeah, I didn't really use the training tent a whole lot because I didn't see the utility of it, but
yeah, now
this is good. Now you can actually spend some of your renown, I bet.
Yep. You can spend it right on Luden. And I would strongly suggest that because Luden is real good.
Don't let his stats fool you. That ability is way more powerful than it
He's
looks.
a prick. Don't get me wrong. He is a jerk. But
Huge one.
he's real good.
What if
Turns
we
out-
gave
It'll
him-
surprise you.
It turns out when you're the prince of humans, that means you probably spent a good long while getting taught by really people who are really, really good at their jobs at teaching you.
What if poke?
Yeah, you can make him poke real good. You can give him... I don't know about willpower, but...
No, he
you can
has
make him
5 star,
armor.
and that looks pretty
You
good.
can give him other stuff. Yeah, he's pretty good.
Five's okay.
Maxing his strength seems not a terrible choice, actually.
Yeah.
12 is a lot of strength for a human. That's like,
I like that.
Yeah.
tanky Varl stats.
And then we'll probably move into armor and all that next time.
Not a bad idea.
But for now, he's actually our glass cannon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
He's not supposed to be on the
Can-
front lines like the others, though.
Okay, nobody else can level up, so we're
We're good.
That's it.
Yeah, that's fine.
You got 24 renown, which is actually a lot.
yeah. Well, you'll almost never have that much in the bank until like game 2.
All right, so that's the training. Heroes, leave is
Just
leave.
leave.
What's rest is just spend a day. All right.
Spend a day,
that's-
and that lets you recover from injuries and improve your morale.
The only thing in the game that doesn't give me a prompt when clicking it.
Yeah, by the way, don't actually press that without actually wanting to go there.
Yep.
So the thing is, yeah, you see the smiley face up on the HUD there?
The morale, that's going to affect various things as they occur.
Great morale is +2 willpower to everybody. Good morale is +1.
Let's
on
move
the
on.
theory that, many manners of dad will
Redfell. Even the
appear
name
in the course of this
means bad
game.
weather, where frozen
One of the
wind
most powerful
sweeps
dads
in
will
from the
appear
bay. They
soon-ish.
send livestock, but most are just men driven from Strand. With
Welcome to the
no
town of
else
bad weather.
Why
Yes.
else would anyone stay?
Literal
We
name.
won't
The
stop.
weather's
Named
awful.
the town, it's cold.
Yup.
The
Yeah, you
Varl
can
always
zoom
remind
in
me
to
of
your little
those
guys.
people you know in college who don't look like they're super athletic, but then you see them actually do something, you go, oh crap, they're really good at what they do.
The Varl are actual muscular as opposed to like bodybuilders.
Yes.
Where actual muscular are like, they're muscular and then they have like a layer of fat over it.
Which makes
That's how
sense
they can get
for
away
the
with
cold.
their short sleeve shirts. And the peasant's like, wow, what's this? I called about people stealing my cow. And then 300 Varl show up.
Listen, we like cows, okay? We're gonna take care of it.
This isn't Glorantha. I mean, it kind of is, but only
It's
kind
pretty
of.
Glorantha, all
It's
things
pretty
considered,
Glorantha.
actually.
It's Glorantha minus the god plane is what this is.
Yeah.
Which, is at best half of Glorantha.
Less than.
Yeah.
Enemy Varls.
Don't know many men who can hoist a whole cow by himself.
Yeah, that's just emphasizing, yo, Varl are strong. Pick up a cow.
Hey, how much food you got? You have literal hundreds of Varl. Are you?
You
Are
have
you kidding me?
350 actual giants here. Are you kidding me?
I love that.
You
So
got
much.
me
It's just like, are you fucking kidding me?
We're a town of like 50 humans, and you want us to feed 300 Varl? Get out!
No. No, we can't do that.
I'm not.
Oh, do you have anywhere to stay? No.
Yeah, so if you would please get out of my town, because, you know, I can tell you to do that.
Could you
Wait,
please go
Wait,
anywhere?
where's Luden?
Oh fuck! Fuck ass piss!
You have cultivated the correct response to things.
What? No. Okay, this is actually fuck ass piss.
Fuck him up.
You can do it, Luden. I believe in
Oh,
you.
fuck!
Well, what? Is there a problem? I don't know what you're talking about.
Fuck him up.
Nothing's wrong. Continue on.
Go get him.
Well done, newbie.
He's just taking a nap. It's fine.
He's chillaxing. He knows Luden's got this.
Oh, okay. That just happens automatically. I don't have to do anything special for those.
Yeah. As long as you don't confirm the movement, it's just everything you said is a waypoint.
Yeah,
Thank
good luck with that.
you. Tutorial.
So, maybe Luden doesn't quite have this, even with the stats we bumped into him.
Luden is outmatched.
Just a smidge.
Armor? Armor. Can we do armor? Nope, didn't think so.
He's not going for armor because
Yep.
Luden's an idiot. Fortunately, you will tell him what to do most of the time.
Yes. And the game is making... Ow.
So, if you had not leveled him up, he gets one shot right there.
Yes, he does.
Oh wow, he's holding on right now, and you can use him to break armor now.
Yep.
Yes. Or
Prince of all
impale.
humans.
Holy shit! I feel really smart.
I never power gamed like this before.
Yeah, I can just picture Newbie tapping his head sagely, going like, I was thinking of this.
Yeah.
I had the plans.
Plans!
Wata.
Except, are we gonna get to move him before?
Nope, he's super dead.
Yeah, he is extremely dead.
You might be able to deal
oh,
a couple points of damage here with,
Yeah, if you
no,
crunched
he has-
enough armor off him, you might be able
He has
to...
2 strength left, right?
Yeah.
yes, yeah, so he has
And how
12
strong
health.
are the little guys?
Well, the little guys aren't the problem. The big guy that is standing right next to him
That
goes
is about
next.
to act, yeah, is the problem.
Hmm.
It's
Fuck
So
him
how
up.
strong is the big guy at this moment?
13 or 14.
What's
Yeah.
his armor?
14.
Oh boy, well, you're gonna...
We can
I
do
think,
1 damage.
I think
two.
we may
You
have
got-
to
you
take
got
this one on
willpower.
the chin.
Exert.
Exert.
Yeah, you have a point of exertion, so do that.
Well,
Use
That
that point.
said, Luden's still taking it on the chin, but
Yeah,
I
Luden's
feel-
super dead.
I feel as though they set the situation exactly so that they can teach you what happens when you fall in battle.
I am. You are correct in this assumption.
It is possible to keep him up, but you have to have him be a crazy high level.
Yeah, it's basically infeasible.
Bring the pain!
Turbocharge your retaliation and get a break in. And the ceremonial shelling of the palace guard begins. So,
Crush him.
yeah, this is important. Because Hakon has Sundering Impact, if you drop a train on this dredge, because he's adjacent to another dredge, it will splash to him. As demonstrated here.
All right, good.
I think. Like so, yeah.
Nice.
And then, hello, you are going to Tempest.
Yes.
Hello and goodbye.
Now it's time for him to demonstrate the dance of his people.
Now this is how it works.
Powerful.
And because of Sundering Impact.
Yeah, this is why Tempest is amazing.
Yes. If
You
it took
just
more than one
neutered-
spin.
Yeah, the guy on the top right is neutered. He's doing jack shit now.
Yeah. You can work on breaking the big guy's armor or whittling down the other little guy as you see fit. But yes, the other thing is, you'll note the Varl have relatively anemic willpower bars if they're not named Hakon, compared to Ludin, who had, at 5, fairly substantial reserves compared to Moger and Hakon's 4, and I think Gunnulf's 3.
Yeah, Gunnulf starts with 3. It's bad.
And he's gone. You used it all already.
It's
is
okay.
real easy to blow
Gunnulf needs a
straight.
nap.
Yes.
Needs a short rest.
Look, Gunnulf did work.
So reference for future newbie, if you had hit the big guy there, it would have done splash damage and killed the small one.
Oh,
And
shit, right,
here's
he
the
has
horn.
that.
This horn is important.
Yeah,
Learn to love this
the horn is to dole out willpower as you see fit.
Yep. Honk is powerful tool.
Yeah, I only got 10 health. We gotta bring pain on this guy even more. Holy crap. Getting big.
Yeah. 2x2 enemies are generally no joke.
So consider as well, he has no strength, like he's a baby. You've bled him out already.
Yes, yeah,
harmless.
he's doing jack and shit right now.
Good.
We mentioned this at some point in the game, but it's better to weaken enemies to almost dead, and then work on another guy rather than just pick them off one by one, because a weakened enemy does nothing.
Yeah.
But that big enemy is still going to keep doing a lot of damage to you. Like, this guy's been
A weakened
chipping
enemy
away.
still does things, but it does different things than deal damage.
Yeah,
Yes.
and less threatening.
That
as
is
well.
definitely something I need to keep in mind.
The
But
horn is
that's the whole reason this fight exists, is to teach you that stuff.
the horn is the sort of counterbalancing factor, because when you kill enemies, you feel the horn, which means you can dump a bunch of willpower into whoever, and you only get that from downing them. Crippling them doesn't get you any.
And honk.
Yeah, that's what it's there for, and it's not going to stick around after the end of the battle. So spend it if you got it.
And the setup. And spike.
Crunch.
This is why you get armor on Gunnulf, so he can still do this.
Promote.
Dance in the dance.
Excellent.
The dance of the Warhawk. Swing twice, kill twice.
As we stand on top of the princess body.
He's fine.
He's taking a nap right now. So this is a thing.
So,
The
how
fuck is wrong with you, Ludin?
how we doing here?
I was
I appreciate that he does look a little disheveled and fucked up.
I
that's
was
just
doing
his
a
standard.
move.
That's just his standard look.
he was doing a thing. I'm not owned, Ludin.
That was my move.
You didn't let me do my move.
He fell over under his spear, and it is extremely unclear what kind of move he was trying to do.
They broke my spear.
You dumbass, break the armor. Well,
This is
You
gonna be a
hate to see
problem.
that.
And he's dead.
Bogner's fucking dead.
That was a really good smash cut to chapter card. Meanwhile, very over
the
there.
dumbass that's on the title screen, yes.
On the other side of the world.
The dumbass is on the title screen and is already fucked.
My favorite face in the game.
Alette's face is extremely terrified here.
What
Oh
the
my
fuck?
God.
What is that thing?
I forgot about that.
It's always good.
All right,
I
you
have made
are-
mistakes this day.
Yep. So
Bonus
incidentally,
strings.
when I said that one of the candidates for favorite character in combat were showing up soon, honestly, either of these two get real close.
All right, so if she pierces, if she shoots
Yes.
at a line, very obviously low health,
And
low armor.
she gets bonus damage if she doesn't move.
Yes.
Yeah, if she can line up a shot, then she effectively raises her shield.
I'm sure they'll tutorial me on this anyway, but like my brain is just like, what's the distance of an arrow, so on and so forth. I'm gonna leave
5.
her where she is. Oh, 5? Okay.
Yeah, well,
4 or 5. It depends on the character.
I see.
We'll
So-
leave her where she is.
But you can also look at the other one.
Mark Prey does armor break damage on units within range.
Yes, Mark Prey is
Yeah.
crazy fucking good.
Also, look at that passive ability of his, Light Step.
Move through allies. Yeah, somebody else had that earlier.
Eric.
Yeah. Eric did. But
Generally
Rook,
speaking, Eric is like almost the same unit as he is, or something, right?
he's the same class group. He is the different
Yeah.
special class.
His special ability, though, is one of my favorites,
Yeah,
though. It's just,
rally.
what if
Just
I give my
hand
willpower to other people?
So Rook is extremely special for one reason. He is, as far as I can tell, the only unit in the game that has both a melee and a ranged attack.
I noticed that he has the bow.
And an axe.
Yeah.
So if something gets up in his grill, he just hits it with the axe. Otherwise, he can shoot things with a bow. Rook is what we call real good.
Rook can also
Mark
beat
Prey.
the crap out of that dude right now. Well, maybe not.
Well, he can't get in range, so this guy needs to move forward.
You're
That's fair.
right for Act 1. There are other classes further
Yes.
down the line that have
I do remember
levels
that.
of both.
But yes, in Banner Saga 1, Rook is basically it.
But she can get a shot at that dude, right?
I think so. Let me see what.
She may have to move, but
Yeah, she has to move.
Yeah, it gives you the heads up as you brandish over where you could move to.
Yeah, as soon as you get close enough, you see that little red
The
one.
box.
That means you can attack.
Okay, let me just.
That's how much strength damage you can do innately.
Oh, yeah.
from that
neat.
location.
Now, will I shoot through Rook?
Yeah,
No.
you will not hurt him. So standing behind Rook is not a bad, or not directly behind, but like
Unless you, like, use the line attack, in
Yeah,
which case,
use
yes,
the line
he's
attack.
inside its zone.
Thread the Needle is a piercing shot, but
Regular shots go around.
you can just take out his armor.
that's what she's here for.
Break armor with this arrow.
Look,
I mean, most of them will be wearing chainmail. That goes right through them. Trust me.
fair enough, but I'm not sure if it breaks so much as just ignores some of.
Yeah. That's breaking it, because it does get right through it, especially if it's like a
Oh,
broadhead
boy.
arrow.
God, I love Mark Prey so much.
You are going ham.
Just keep hitting him.
Wait, why is the 2 green?
That
Because-
indicates that you have a buff.
Oh.
So that's the benefit from
puncture.
lining it up. Yeah, puncture.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what's.
Puncture deals extra damage based on every 2 armor that the enemy is missing. If she doesn't move. So she will deal base 2 strength damage to that thing, and you can pump it up to 3 if you so choose. But it's only
But only
strength
strength
damage,
damage.
it's not armor. But
This
that's
guy-
okay. That's what you got Marking Prey for.
Yeah, she can take 2 attacks a turn.
She's gonna kill
Holy
him.
shit.
I wasn't kidding.
Puncture gets real strong.
You've learned the father-daughter combo. Congratulations.
Behold, the dad-flavored dad.
Oh, you got both achievements because he started the attack and she
Right.
finished it. That's speed gaming right there. Well done. You did it.
Look, I'm the Chivo boy.
You certainly are at that.
They've only like heard of Dredge.
Yeah, as
Yeah.
the one chieftain said, like, Dredge have been gone for at least a number of years.
So I've played through all the way through Banner Saga 1 and 2 and a sizable way into 3 before we're getting sidetracked, I have never noticed Rook's fancy fucking belt buckle before now.
All right, I'm gonna have to see that again when we get.
Yeah. But we have a dilemma.
Yeah, in the meantime, there's Dredge here, and also our supplies.
Oh yeah, his belt is very strong.
He has a powerful belt.
Oh yeah, that symbol.
What are you thinking?
I literally had not noticed it before I called attention to it. Because there's way too many things to look at in this game.
I'm thinking minor risk. Try and grab what you can. There's 2 of us. If there's 2, like, we almost didn't take out that one.
Yeah.
If there's more than one, we might be in a bad situation. So grab what you can, run.
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice what they called that dredge also when you were fighting him?
I did not.
It was a starving Dredge.
Oh.
It was weak. That was a weak dredge.
Yes. I can see him in the trees. Are you sure about this? No.
No.
Hey,
Hurry
Newbie,
up.
congratulations.
Okay, yeah, that seems like the right choice.
You picked the correct choice.
Bonus.
Crumb and I have a little wager going in the background.
We do.
I don't know if I like or hate this.
We'll see what happens.
Oh, what's my penalty if you win?
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
All right. So if you zoom in, you can see your tiny ass caravan.
There's your caravan. Just your little
Rook,
father
the
daughter
legend
caravan.
of
I love this.
Here we go. The whiplash from here is your army of hundreds of giants to here's Jeff.
Yeah, here's Steve and his daughter. Welcome to sunny
I
Skoger.
never expected to see the dredge with my own eyes. What happened in the north? Already we see more between the trees as we approach our home, and Alette grips my hand tight. We must find Ivor.
I like the name Ivor.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like a good name.
Strong name.
Ah, hello.
Perixol in the chat is
Yeah. Always take a look at these.
Good day, fellow.
yes, I love
Sweeping
the
vistas.
foreground stuff.
Hello, fellow human. How are you doing this fine morn?
Especially
Clearly-
the foregrounds.
Nothing bad is about to happen to Skoger.
All right, I'm into Ivor.
Meet Ivor. Check out those horns, man.
Also, this is Jeff.
This is
Your old pal Jeff.
this is the Jeffiest man there
Jeff.
ever was.
What am I doing here?
The heroes of this village, Ivar and Jeff.
It's a small village, guys. You go from the best guy to the second best, and it's a big
It's a
jump
sharp
off.
drop off. Let's be real. Rook is probably the actual second best here.
Rook's not a guardsman. He doesn't count.
That's fair. He's definitely not a shield man. He's just a hunter.
I have entered
Oh,
my
man, yeah,
my stake in the bet.
Oh gosh.
I had not seen Ivor's horns. They are very powerful.
Did I not mention that? Yeah, like his carved horns are great.
What space is the bet occurring in? Somebody drive me into that.
We're just
Oh, it happened in DMs in Discord.
I will send
Crumb,
you
you
something
can
real
update
quick.
You can create a group chat.
I think I'm gonna do that right now.
What?
Whoa. Hello, Discord. You having a problem?
We have a problem.
Oh dear, that's some voice problems on my end.
No.
Yeah,
okay.
me too.
All right.
That's better.
Yeah. It's still red. I'm gonna switch the server. No. Green. Green. We're green. We're good.
Yeah, we're back.
We're good.
Small dip.
We hear screams.
You hear screams. Oh. Jeff. It's a weird way to spell it.
It's your old pal, Gil Jeff.
Jill.
Jill.
That was weird.
This is a fucking choice.
What are you talking about? It's just what are you thinking about? What could be? What could?
So I was kind of glancing over the text. Why does he want to send Alette? Am I saying that right?
Alette? Yeah.
Alette.
Alette. Why does he want to send Alette to Chieftain?
Because that's not where the fighting is.
Okay, just
Yeah,
wants to
'cause
get
it's
her out of
away.
combat.
And
No.
then she and Jeff said, "Nah, let's help out."
Yeah, no, fuck that. We need every man that we need to fight this.
Oh boy!
So we've seen Alette in combat. We haven't seen Jeff in combat.
Ivor gives us his learned opinion on the subject. Which
Ivor knows exactly how this ends.
Yeah, Ivor definitely does know how this ends.
Ivor, how big is your shield? That's probably a pointed shield.
Yes, it is. But huge is the answer.
Yes. Oh, do we get to look around?
So you'll see that, yeah, we can look around and houses begins the fight proper.
Oh, okay. That did answer my question of did they add this or not. So, because you are not playing on the quote-unquote backer thing, you do not get access to their special backer character.
We'll
Who
get him
is-
eventually, but
Yeah, but not right now.
Whack.
actually he has a really funny piece of dialogue for getting him at the start of the second game instead of here and now.
Yeah, his name's
He
Trigby.
was there the whole time, and he's upset that you don't remember his name.
Yeah.
You didn't notice him until now.
And he has a little bit of meta commentary about how if you'd backed this voyage from the first, you'd know who he was.
You don't officially have a group just yet.
Okay, so I can't actually do anything, so just start the fight.
If you
Cannot,
if you want to set
cannot
up
power
your-
a game yet.
They are at the door.
How long do we need to keep this up? Fuck, I don't know.
Ivor shakes its head. Is that good?
Mm.
Okay, let's take a look at these boys. Alright, Ivor is knockback shieldman. With passive enemies
same
who
as
attack
Mojo.
him lose 1 point of armor. Okay.
Yeah, it's return the favor.
Knocking them up to 4 tiles pushes them through anyone in the way. Battering ram does 1 armor break and adds 1 more break to the target for each unit they pass through. So try and knock them through a line if you can.
Yeah. If you slam them through their friends.
He has exertion, 2 armor
He
break.
has 2 break.
So you're a breaker, you have high armor, high HP.
He
You're,
maxes out at 4 armor break.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
So
powerful.
Ivor is like Mogir, but he's a little bit better at hitting things as well. He's just good.
Ivor's really good.
And Egil here is
Oh, hello.
Raid Master Jeff.
Gil is
Actually, no.
fine.
nowhere near as bad as this seems. So there's an obvious
Gil is-
person this piece of equipment should go on, but
Gil maxes out at 16 armor for a human? That's crazy.
Gil
No.
is tanky as shit.
Yeah, let's
Gil's
brace
real
it. Should totally go
How-
on not her.
How
Click and drag.
Oh,
no,
okay.
no.
Right.
You can always click and drag accessories.
All right, 1 armor, 1 strength, 1 will. Wouldn't be bad on her.
I kept
it
this
wouldn't
on
be bad
Alette
on her.
far longer than I had any right to.
I put it on Rook for a while because, yeah.
It's actually a really powerful accessory, and it's
Yeah.
rank 1.
Rook wants to be up there, so that's not a bad suggestion.
Anyone is good to get that, though. Anyone.
Yeah.
It's just good.
But Rook is going to be
just-
right up there in combat, so... All right.
So, have you checked out, I wasn't paying attention, Jeff's special ability? I'm going to run this into the
I'm
ground,
gonna
folks.
look at everybody a little bit more, because now that I can get a good breakdown of this. I like that for Mark the Prey. He pulls out a dagger.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
No
what he-
life.
Just shivs them. And, yep, moves through.
Thread the Needle seems pretty hard to set up.
It's not
my
easy to use, but it is... You can. You just have to
When
be...
you can, it's great.
Puncture, on the other hand, as we've seen demonstrated in the previous tutorial fight, can go batshit bonkers very quickly.
I mean, the thing about Thread the Needle also is that it deals... I'm assuming it deals HP and armor damage.
Yeah, it does
Yeah,
normal
so,
strength damage and bonus armor break and puncture damage. So it will always do...
Yeah, it's something that easily gets lost in the way that they phrase how the ranks of the special moves work, but there is your base stat that will do things, and then also that actually...
I really do wish that these breakdowns were a little bit better, because, like, rank 1, knockback can do 1 break damage. Okay, what does it do? Oh, okay, this is what it does. And I wish there was, like, a little blurb right here of, like, what the baseline was. And then rank 1, rank 2, rank 3. Okay. Character braces for impact with heavy shield and resist damage.
So, a lot of people have powerful moves in this game. This might be the most powerful move in the game.
It's armor
Just
that
tank.
can't be removed. Yeah, he just activates tank mode.
So, let's say someone was going to hit him and deal 3 armor damage to him. He takes 0.
He takes 0, and that keeps going until his next turn.
Exactly.
That's wild.
Let's say if they wanted to hit his strength instead and would do 2 strength damage, 0. If they wanted to hit his armor and would have dealt 4, he takes 1. And it's for every hit. It's not just once.
And his passive, Shield Wall. Standing next to him gives you bonus armor.
And
A
him.
lot of humans have shields, and just about every shield human has Shield Wall.
I do like that.
It's
If
one
you
of
have
the
4
things that makes
people,
humans add up.
if you have 4 people in a formation, then
Yep,
4 armor.
they all get 4 armor. It's nuts.
And he is our tankiest boy next to our largeman.
Yes.
Yeah. It is not
So-
unreasonable to just, if you level him up, just crank up his armor to max.
So while we laugh at him, Gil is actually...
Oh, he's
Really
extremely
strong.
Jeff. Just because you're a Jeff doesn't mean that you're bad.
Yep.
Yeah, no, being a Jeff means is just that you're boring. That doesn't mean
Yes.
you're bad at all. Some Jeffs are really, really good.
Yes.
Some Jeffs are great.
They're just very
Actually.
plain about it.
Jeff has amazing technical skills and then tells the most boring stories about how the raid went.
Exactly.
That is
I
eerily accurate.
It really
I just-
He will be the first one to leap off the boat, scythe down 3 men with a single swing of a sword, and then somehow make that uninteresting by the time he gets back to the fire.
well, you see, I
There are a
hopped
few
off.
guys.
There was a few guys. I hopped off the boat. I landed really, really well. I really mean this. I just the jump I did, it was super good.
Oh no, he
Um,
tells stories like me. I'm Jeff.
Oh no, Newbie, you're Jeff.
No.
Like, I could have hit that root on the ground and I would have tripped over it, but I'm like, nah, man, I got this. And then for the next 5 minutes, I'm going to talk to you about how I missed that root.
This is the secret, folks,
To battle.
to making Banner Saga not too oppressive. It's to play it with
Oh,
these
hello.
sounds.
Large.
Also, say
Yeah,
hello
large
to
man.
your new large friends.
Big.
All right,
This is around the time the game stops fucking around.
We gotta
Say
play
hello to
even fight
Jeff's new
here.
friend. Jeff and he are gonna have a great time.
Yeah, we might just move Jeff out there and armor up and call him dead.
Congratulations, you figured out how to use Jeff.
It's never gonna stop being funny.
It really
So-
isn't.
Also, on each of these lads that you can see now is an important passive on
Yes.
your enemies here. That it's a weakness of theirs that you get to exploit. You deal 3 or more break to one of them, they will kind of crack and throw shrapnel at units next to them.
Counting their own units.
Yes,
Only their own
only their
units.
own units, actually. You like
Oh,
chain
neat.
react through them.
Oh, and these boys also have exertion.
Yeah,
Yes.
unlike the guy before who was exhausted, they are not.
Alright.
So they are fully willing to punch you in the face really hard.
But when they do group up, they become a bit more vulnerable.
Alright, Jeff, go get him.
The one with the shield looks dangerous. Let me handle him. No, actually.
I mean, Ivor could definitely do it. Or
Well, who's gonna capitalize on Gil's sacrifice?
I too have a shield.
And
No.
resist.
look at all those resists as he just.
All right.
nopes
That kind of
So-
cancels itself out, though.
It's okay. That would have been 4 break damage. Since it was per hit though, he takes none.
Yeah, it's just nope, 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 nope. All the way
Never
down.
actually used him like that.
Oh yeah, he is just the tankiest motherfucker on the planet.
Yeah, it's weird because you think, oh, he's got this passive that makes it really cool to, be next to somebody. At the same time, one of your allies. At the same time, it's just fine for him to be over there by himself.
Also, when you click on the target in the purple, they show you how far they'll go before
Yeah.
you confirm.
Oh, neat. Let me check that out real fast.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I think I have a plan for this guy though. He is next. We'll see how this plays.
So
out.
when you want to plan cool battering ram shit, you know the game will let you do that.
I like your plan of stab.
Stab's a good plan.
Yep.
Yeah, because just
Nothing.
like that, you've sharply reduced his
plan
damage.
of
Oh no.
kill this
Plan.
guy.
is it
Oh,
plan
dear.
of everybody dogpile this fool?
No, this guy's just dead.
Yeah, he is.
Careful.
Yes, that's the other thing. That man is not to be messed around with.
And he's gonna go hit
Yep,
Rook next turn,
everybody
but that's
dogpile
okay.
this fool.
No,
That's all
he
right.
wasn't in range. Oh, did I miss judge range?
Exertion. Yep. That's okay. So one good thing about the dogpile thing is that everybody gets the kill bonus for
Yeah,
that.
everybody gets kill credit. On
Yeah,
dogpile.
shit. I didn't see that. Okay, that's fine.
That's okay.
It's just
Rook
No,
will
that's
be
hit by
fine.
large.
Is it not?
Sorry, say again.
That's efficient though, because everyone got credit for that kill.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, it's a good point. It's a point in its favor.
I think you'll be all right there, newbie.
I have confidence.
Yep.
Mhm.
Jeff still has stone. Okay, now it's been canceled.
Yeah. Now Jeff can just go get in the way.
Now Stonewall, you can just get him up in his grill again.
Hi, I'm Jeff.
Hey, large man.
Oh, bye.
Yep. Unfortunately, he can just do that. And now we've learned about positioning, and that's okay.
It's like the most important skill there.
The enemy will always take advantage of your position.
Jeff.
Nope.
Good Jeff. Good Jeff. Quality Jeff.
That was a quality Jeff.
It stopped sounding like a word now.
What do you mean, Jeff?
Good, good Jeffing there.
I hate
That was
all
pretty
of
good,
you.
Jeff. I'll take Jeff for 200. Jeff.
It keeps happening. Newbie, I worry that you may be getting a little excited by Mark.
You don't
I mean,
have
that's
to use
fine.
the skill every time.
It's all right because it's 1-1. It's whatever.
It's a good skill though.
It is. It is a really
There's
good
almost a thread. Well, there is a thread the needle there.
There is
If you
extremely a
shoot
thread the needle
rogue.
there. I'm just trying to see if there's a move that doesn't get her destroyed.
Get her smashed. Yeah, that's the issue. Is she
Yeah,
really needs
unfortunately, I don't think there's actually too much of a move to get out of the Largeman's way.
You could move her behind Rook, because remember, the big guy's a 2x2. He can't walk through Rook. He has to go all the way around. So if you move her...
What does Thread the Needle do?
It's a line shot. With bonus break.
Doing armor break, that's the problem. Yeah, okay.
It's not a terrible idea for her to shoot with Thread of the Needle, those guys at the top, if you just want to go for it.
Yeah, those two. Or the two small guys going across, maybe.
Yeah, that was the plan, actually. I'm going to exert down here.
Yep.
And then Thread the Needle.
She's got plenty of willpower to do it, too. That's one of her benefits.
Yeah, that's mainly why... Wait a minute, do I want to...
You aim for the one at the back.
You aim for the back. Aim for the back.
Most.
Okay.
So click and drag on the ground to move the map around.
Yep.
And just like that, she did some work. Unfortunately, she's going to get punched in the face.
Yeah, she took 3 damage, which we saw that coming.
That's fine. Jeff's here.
Yeah. Fortunately, he can now neuter one of these. Yeah. Because, as it turns out...
Finally, it's time for Jeff to punch.
Stonewall makes him damn near invincible.
And just like that, that guy's
not a problem.
Useless.
Yep, neutered.
Wait, that's what makes Jeff really boring but useful to have on the raid. He's the guy who just waits for his opponent to tire himself out.
Not a terrible idea.
The Willow knows what the Storm does not.
Now Ivor can neuter the other one.
Alright, and now we just have Largeman to deal with.
You could thread that needle.
You sure can!
Yeah.
Alright, Rook, go get him.
Go get him, boys.
Well,
by the way, just so you know, if an archer is next to an opponent, they cannot attack that opponent.
Yeah,
they have
so
to move away.
You cannot mark target the big guy, but either the smaller ones are fair game. If you want Alette to get in on it, I mean. Not in general. So. The other thing is marking target the big guy would be kind of pointless, because Alette and Rook would be the only people in range of it.
Yeah. Just exert and do some armor damage on the big guy.
Yeah.
There you go. You got to take it down eventually.
Yep. I believe Rook's
Oh,
break cap is
jeez.
actually also reasonably high. Crunch.
And now she runs.
And now
You could thread that needle.
Now she threads the needle.
Welcome to the sacrifice.
What's the range on Thread the Needle?
5 spaces.
5.
So she has
The
to stay
same
there
as
to
your
hit both.
shot.
Yeah, so she can just tag the back guy.
And she hits the guy right in front of her, too.
Yep.
Oh, you can do that despite being right
That's why Thread the
Yeah,
Needle is
that's
really
why Thread
good.
the Needle can be.
Bucket.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, go for glory. So what, she gets injured for a few days? She'll rest.
I believe Puncture also, yeah.
Alright, Gil, go hit that big guy. I believe.
Go get him.
Jeff
in there.
Jeff on
Jeff
over.
Definitely stop sounding like a word.
Jeff him up.
Well, maybe just break the armor a little bit. My bad.
Yeah, get him in position for a mark, maybe.
Or Ivor just saying, hello, I am a large gentleman.
Or Ivor punches him, I don't know. Somebody punches somebody.
No, we're getting there. Don't worry.
That's the way it goes in Banner Saga. Well, one of two ways. It's either the first rounds or
How
incredibly
much armor is still on Alette if you were thinking about keeping Alette from falling down, as has happened just now?
Yeah.
She probably still had all 7 of her armor.
Yeah.
She did.
So if
Yeah,
you took
if you
that
would-
guy from 9 strength down to 7 strength,
I mean, that's
then
the
he would be harmless.
that's the strategy in this game that I need to learn.
That's okay.
And now, we mark crunch.
Stockpile.
And now,
Removed.
Alette wouldn't be able to help with this anyway.
Crunch.
Jeff
And
him
these
up.
two guys don't really have a
Gil
lot of
just
strength
could
left.
not get fewer thoughts.
Out on Jeff.
Gil is going to
Promoted.
promote.
Alright.
Welp.
Jeff him.
Jeff up.
Jeff moded.
And
Level
another
Jeff.
promotion. Man, that Mark Frey is doing work.
Newbie's crippling Mark Prey addiction. Consequences, Alette took one on the chin.
Alright, so now we have to spend a day resting in order for her not to have a strength down.
A certain amount of time will have to pass, whether by resting or by traveling.
She will have a strength penalty if you use her again in battle, which, because she's not on the front lines, may not matter.
You can change the difficulty at any time. We won't judge you.
We're on normal, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
no,
you'll be fine.
no. We will judge you.
I mean, okay, yes. The game won't judge you for it.
Jeff will remember.
Jeff will remember this, yes. Yup. Yup. I live for this.
It's these seemingly harmless choices that make everyone come to this.
This is exactly the opposite of XCOM, where I get really, like, antsy during combat because I know they could be bad choices, and then here it's the not combat that's the bad part.
Yes. Then suddenly visual novel starts and Newbie gets the fear.
We went from tactics to Oregon Trail. Oh shit, we're playing Oregon Trail. People could die.
No.
Okay. Rook, I'm doing one more check of the houses around here, see if you can find anyone. Keep watch, or are you to not search the houses at all?
What's the call?
It can't take that long. In my head, the dredge are very slow. They're very.
They're also out
along.
at the tree line. They're not here yet.
Exactly.
They're not far.
So it doesn't take long to check a house. To just run in and be like, "Hey, anybody there? Cool."
Yeah, you
Later.
just poke your head in and shit.
So,
and
yeah,
Ivor
keep
shouts
watch.
pretty loud.
As you turn to head back, a colossus appears around the side of the house. It silently looms over. Oh, fuck. Alright, and Axe is just the wrong choice. Axe is just completely the wrong choice. It would never get there in time. I feel like if you shouted to her, she would not react fast enough. She would turn, be shocked, wouldn't roll out of the way, something along those lines.
She's not really a combat professional.
Exactly. So we need to attack it. We need to shoot it with the arrow.
Yeah, you do have range on your side.
And so secondary arrow directly. Stop thinking.
Shoot the fucking train. Just shoot it.
Are you sure?
Will
you falter?
I love that you process of elimination your way carefully through a first choice and the game's like, but wait.
Okay, getting her attention is still the wrong choice, I think 100%. They're at the point that I am thinking they are automatons. They are not going to be distracted. So I think you just shoot it again. This is the worst screen right here.
Oh, I forgot of it. Xbox, it's so fucking good.
You did
You
that.
let go. A second passes like an eternity.
Hey, newbie. Guess what would have happened if you had not done exactly that?
She would be fucking dead.
No, she'd be fine. Jeff would be dead.
Oh.
Jeff lives.
Jeff lives.
Jeff lives. Jeff
lives.
Jeff.
That is the first and easiest way to get a character killed. Whether or not you have Jeff immediately bite it.
Yeah, I remember that Loon's playthrough. Jeff died immediately. Jeff was dead.
Now, if you had sent them away, they would not have had this opportunity to die. So,
But it would
this
make
is
that
the
it would,
risk.
that combat would probably have been exactly the same, except I would only had 2 characters.
That is
Yeah.
correct.
Now, it's still doable to do that fight with 2 people because they act more often, but it gives you a little bit more leeway this way.
Yeah. Whoa.
There's a particular challenge fight.
What if I had said initially, no, fuck off, we need to go?
I think you might have avoided the choice.
I don't know. Sure. I think he might have just said, screw it, I'm going to... Ivor would have said, screw it, I'm just going to walk in the house anyway. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Okay.
But, yeah, you got through the texts, and you made it without people being dead.
You got through the text terror mode game. Welcome to Oregon Trail.
Let's,
hey, there's a market.
Let's heroes real quick.
Last minute shopping before we abandon the village forever.
Yep. It's actually not a bad idea to check that out.
Or just promotions all around.
I mean, we have 3 promotions, but that's going to be 5 each, and you said you use Renown. Renown is money.
To buy things, yes.
And you take... It's 5 per, so I would say check the shop. I'm not saying buy something,
to the
just
shop first.
Look at it.
Oh shit, you can upgrade 3 of your characters.
Yeah, that's because the marking.
Yeah, because Mark Prey spread those kills around real good.
Alright.
Fuck.
Supplies!
So, there are items at the bottom
+1
that
move,
you can look at.
Yes, yeah.
Wait, to rest?
So if you just rest, you can do that. You get back +1 strength, I think?
You get resting, the baseline thing it does is give you willpower.
Yeah, willpower, okay.
It's terrible. You never want to rest. There is always something more useful you could do than resting. Everything per just ignore that text.
Alright, so
that's not a real item. That's an empty slot, the tortoise band.
Yeah, alright. So we got +2 strength, which it seems good.
So no, each of these has a rank minimum to equip as well.
Oh, so you need
the
to be
Iron
rank
Bands,
3.
you can be at rank 1. The Obsidian Ring, Horse, whatever that says, and Tortoise Band, you have to be at rank 3 to use. So just be aware of that.
What about those horseshoes?
Forget the horseshoes. Give me that ring.
10%.
No, they're both good.
Yeah, 10% dodge and
wait, what's Obsidian Ring again? I'm sorry.
+2 strength.
+2 strength.
Oh, that's very good.
Yeah, that seemed really good.
So you won't be able to use them immediately, but...
Wait,
soon.
what?
One
renown
much
gets
food
3
costs.
Yeah, okay.
Per point of renown.
And now we come to the next part that makes a newbie agonize. Using Renown.
So yes, you will have to feed your caravan.
Okay, I'm gonna buy...
Think about that.
I really like the strength. I like the move too, but +2 strength being that's also +2 HP.
Also note, 10% dodge strength means, I believe, you have a 10% chance to nope a strength dealing attack.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Which means this would be very good on, say, a tank.
Yes.
A viral
Conversely,
tank.
you could just hit something harder so you don't have to worry about tanking.
Let's get that ring. And then, since I have 3 renown, and I really don't know how much supplies are going to be a thing, let's buy
You will
9
never,
supplies.
ever have enough supplies. I'll just tell you that.
Let's
ahead
buy
of time.
9 supplies, and then we can promote 2 characters.
Sounds like a plan.
The game doesn't make that immediately clear. I feel like I should.
But who to promote?
This is actually a damning choice here. So we got Rook, who is maybe our best frontliner.
Also, our party leader. At the
Jeff.
moment, yes, also Jeff. The chat seems unanimous in their Jeff.
So,
Jeff.
I'm going to give you a heads up right now. Jeff is one of those characters that doesn't need to be like max level to be amazing. He's very good at base, but getting a couple levels does make him much better.
Yeah, if we up his armor a little bit more.
16 points of Jeff.
Yeah, if we give him 12 armor, he runs up shields and is unstoppable.
Yes.
Yeah. Incidentally, it will be very valuable eventually to have a couple levels in both Rook and Ivor.
Yes.
So, Jeff.
Which, you know, the plot is actually kind of signaling subtly ahead of time.
And yeah, as you said, we can't use the ring on anybody.
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
Jeff. Alright.
You're
Next
grooming him for
promotion,
that
though.
ring. Yeah.
Ivor, I feel like, is already like a brick shit house, even without like a level in them.
He'll be more of a brick shit house. I thought, no.
I mean, it's either choice is really good. They're both great characters.
You know what? Just getting Ivor's shield break up would be really good.
Now,
he already has 2 points of break.
People who've played this game before, if Rook has his armor break increase when he does Mark Prey, does that mean he does however much that is?
Click the ability icon in his page.
No, it's rank 1 does 1 armor
break
damage.
damage.
Rank
It's
2
flat.
does
It's
2.
not plus.
It's still really good to
When
have
does
high break
this
on Rook,
rank
though.
up?
At some
rank-
point.
As you
At
level the
levels 3 and
character.
5.
Oh, okay.
Level 3
Yeah.
and 5 will get you rank 2 and 3.
Jeff
Yeah.
is a very good paper cup.
Now, knowing that we are fighting a lot of
Dredge.
I am looking at this armor break stat way more.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
the game's real good about that.
All right, yeah. Ivor's going up, and we are giving him full-on armor break.
There you go.
Ooh, saucy.
Big numbers.
Big break.
I like that.
This is a powerful choice. I actually really like this choice too.
Clearly
and-
defined roles.
And she's only injured for 1 day.
Yes.
Yeah, so she has 1 less strength.
Man, I feel so bad because you did so much fucking work on that fight, and you got no kills.
She's got 1 for the previous one. She's fine. And
Yeah.
remember, once you get access to the training lodge, you can get kills that way.
Yes. All right.
I'm not saying you should power level everyone to max level. Please don't do that.
So that was the market.
You won't have the renown for it.
Heroes. We got nothing really else to do, so let's talk to our boy.
Yeah, as someone says in the chat, Rook he wants all stats up. Everything on him needs to go up.
Yeah.
Unlike other
Rook is
people who
one
can
of the very rare
specialize.
characters who actually works best with a balanced approach.
Mhm.
Most people want to specialize. Rook just does everything already.
So,
So
in general, numbers-wise, all the way to the end of the saga, a 10-10 unit is still useful.
Yes.
That is a relevant basic piece.
And having someone who's got high exertion and high armor break is very nice because then they can just break 6 or 7 armor at once.
Mhm.
I'm old, Rook.
You see how big these horns are? That's how old I am. It's for every centimeter is another 20 years. Dude's old.
The music keeps stopping. There it is. It doesn't loop very well.
So, what do we do about Dredge?
No, we do. They're soulless. They just keep coming. We need to move.
Don't be here is what we do about Dredge.
It's a strong play.
How did anybody survive the Great Wars? That's a good fucking question.
I don't know. Wizards?
Ask the Menders.
Yeah, wizards
God.
question mark.
Blame yourself or blame God.
Blame yourself for wizards.
Oh, it's only been 2 hours and I feel like I'm dying.
Welcome to Banner Saga, folks.
Good.
To Hall.
One last chance to, check your stuff.
Mm-hmm. There's certainly not going to be a fight in here. Hello, Chieftain. You're not a character. You exist, but you don't have a name.
Despite having
Jeff the Elder.
An incredibly elaborate character portrait.
I'm going bald, so I decided, fuck it, I'm just gonna put a tattoo on the side of my head. It's cool.
Just
No.
right?
the whole side.
I think it works.
I didn't have enough hair to pull off a comb over, so,
Half a comb over and a huge tattoo.
So I made it work.
Didn't have enough hair for a comb over or enough ink for a full scalp job, so.
I went halfsies.
Split the difference.
It looks good, right? Right? Right.
You
Oh,
have a
it's time
name.
for-
You are a
It's
party
time
member.
for one of my favorite characters.
She has a weapon. She does things.
She has an incredibly elaborate looking weapon.
I trust Ivor on this. We need to get out of here.
Look, when you have a giant who's got experience in fighting stonemen, you listen.
Literally longer than all of you have been alive.
The town to the west, it's close. It has walls. What more do you want?
Yeah, that's a good set of starting criteria. Meanwhile, choices!
All right. So, number 1 can be correct. Number 2 is going to lead to a fight. Number 3 sounds like it will help down the line, maybe. Like, the town is... The town is dead. The town is already abandoned. Sending it to fire might slow them, but that's a... Like, I don't know how they work. At this point. Like, they're, as far as I am concerned, they're living armor. Like, do they care about fire? And of course, do we abandon the storehouse might be leads to a fight, but you get more food.
Food is food.
Food is
I do
food.
have a point to point out that's based on the things we've seen thus far. Remember that at the start of the game, when Rook and Alette met their first dredge, it was stealing a deer that Rook and Alette had killed.
Alright, with that information, storehouse will definitely lead to a fight, but if we burn the town, it would burn the provisions. Which would definitely... Yeah, I'm going to burn the town.
Fuck you, robots. Not... Maybe,
Chieftain!
maybe robots?
Lives are more important.
Sorry, newbie. But thou must pick another option.
That's clearly the right option. God, this chieftain sucks. Alright, so... Storehouse... It's either storehouse or I help create distraction.
They both seem like reasonable courses of action.
Storehouse. I'm going storehouse.
Well, good.
This is my important leadership decision. We'll leave behind everything except your fridge.
Don't you feel really good about picking up all that food earlier? Man, I didn't think this would be this much fun.
This is so good. Why is this so entertaining?
The wording on the first one is weird. Is that implying that we're going to leave Ivor behind?
No, I think the first one is Ivor come with us. The second is I go with Ivor. The third is I go to the warehouse. That's my read on them anyway.
Okay. If they're not going to let us just go for the food,
They are.
Well, yeah, if I press it, but the fact that they're making me choose again, which they've made me do before.
And you picked it and it was the right choice.
But I brought up the good point of we'll be slower if we're having like carts of food.
So it's either go with the chieftain's idea or go with what Ivor is saying, which is that he's going to be a distraction, and you said you'll join him.
But if we're assuming that the first one is, hey, no, you're coming with us, and not abandoning him.
So yeah, I think what the two things is that either you all leave as a group, or you and Ivor are going to slow them down so everyone else can get away and then catch up to them.
Yes, which I
You're
also
not doing this alone. Take Jeff.
Yeah,
which I'd also guess that hey, Bo woman here would probably be like, I'll stay behind and help you too.
Mm-hmm.
But if they're pillaging the supplies, and maybe that's why they're attacking the town, let's just go. There's no reason to fight. Let's just run.
Yeah, the argument against is if we starve before we get to Frostveller, then... Also, she's the one who taught Helette how to shoot, which is...
Alright, so this seems like we're getting into a fight either way. Yeah, okay, they're not descending upon us, but they're watching us. And then it attacks the food.
Mm-hmm. Well, this went south in a hurry.
Yep.
Who could have seen that coming?
Full caravan of panicked civilians.
You go last.
So the quote-unquote correct option was the distraction.
Okay. What would happen if I went for the food?
I don't remember.
I think you get it, but you do have a fight where Ivor's off somewhere else.
Oh, so that was implying that we would go without... okay.
So that the way that works is Rook and whoever he takes with him would have gone to the warehouse to grab stuff and then book, while Ivor runs distraction. So Rain of Arrows is an ability that takes some cleverness to use, and as such, I am never, ever any good at using.
Rain of Arrows fucking owns.
It does.
Rain of Arrows
really
requires
strong.
you to read your opponent.
Yeah.
And then she just also has puncture.
At reading.
Yes.
Yes.
So Oddleaf is another one of those characters that is amazing at level 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She does not need to get better. She's good. You can put points into her to make her more durable and also to get access to more arrows, but she can be just fine at level 1.
I would say it's possible to sort of do a Rain of Arrows type move in real life, but you would have to be a very good archer to pull it off.
Well, if you do a Rain of Arrows, it's not just you, it's your buddies with you.
Yeah, it's generally a platoon. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
Like, this is generally what I believe British longbowmen were known for doing. It was just...
Arrowstorm.
Arrowstorm
guess what?
from
You got
very far
about
away.
300 yards to get to me. I can put about 1,000, 2,000, depending on how many people are here in the area, arrows into you before you get there.
But yes, Oddleaf's ability to declare, this is my square, fuck you, is not to be underestimated.
So what
because,
no, go on.
So, I don't know how much time you spent reading the ability, but when she marks a square with Rain of Arrows, if an enemy
goes
steps
through
into
it, then they are stopped.
then their turn just ends. They get hit and they stop.
Right, these are all the same unit.
Yep.
Jeff.
Jeff's going to go say hi.
Yeah, your deployment is, again, a little weird here, so you can put Jeff off on one side and group everyone up on the other, if such is your desire.
So, what does doing the distraction actually do?
We'll see here in a little bit.
Okay.
I think no matter what you get in a fight, it just matters what you get after the fight, or what happens after the fight.
And maybe who you have with you.
Only 3?
Only 3 what?
Dredge.
I only see 3 enemies.
Yep.
Were you playing on hard mode?
No, this fight is.
The
Easier.
contents of the fight vary depending on what you chose, definitely.
Okay.
Hi.
Well, Jeff can handle this.
Uh-huh.
All right, Jeff, you win.
This is a job for a Jeff.
Hello, friend.
I'd say.
They don't want any. Instead, they just ignore.
Wow, just Jeff got fucking ignored.
They're aware of Jeff.
It's so pointless to attack him. They're just
I don't know if they're
ignored.
aware of Jeff.
And neutered. Or armored.
Yeah, the thing is that Ivor is so strong, he can just crunch neuter some of these guys.
Yeah, but now she could just shoot him and do 6 damage. So
Oh
it
yeah,
works out being the
note
same.
that she can do 6 damage thanks to how much armor he's missing. Crunch. Look, he's worthless. Look,
weird.
that did nothing.
I just became aware of what these little numbers on the bottom means. It's how much damage you're gonna deal.
Strength damage.
Yes.
Strength damage.
So question: arrows can go all around, or are they straight lines?
They're diamond shaped.
It's 5 spaces from you in any direction.
Yeah.
Rad. Time for the move.
You have problems. No, this is actually not a bad idea. On this guy in particular, it might.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's alright.
She can just shoot him right there. She's got to thread the needle.
Jeff.
Keep him busy, Jeff.
Keep doing your thing. You can probably just start breaking.
Yeah, because this guy's gonna go for Rook next turn, so Jeff can't stop
Assuming
that from
Rook's
happening.
still there.
No, he goes next.
He goes
So
next.
He's gonna go punch Brooke in the face. Conversely,
You could move Jeff over to Rook to increase Rook's armor, because remember that.
Oh,
is how
right,
that
right,
works.
right, right.
also conversely, you could just have him deal a little bit of strength damage to the dude, because then he wouldn't be able to hurt Rook. There's a lot of like nuance. The system is very simple, but at the same time, it's also very like chess oriented, where you have to think several steps ahead.
So if you're going to want Alette to thread them both, you're going to need to move Oddleaf out of the way, I think.
Nah, she's fine.
Alright, just checking.
We can neuter this guy a bit.
Yep. Yeah, because now he has less strength than Alette has armor, so he will, have to break them in order to do anything.
And now we're back to the favorite time for newbie.
Dogpile? Dogpile. So yeah, if you mark the guy that's in front of Oddleaf, Alette will shoot him.
Yeah, but that guy's not a problem.
That's true. If you want to get her extra kill or whatever.
True, you could also just neuter the guy that Rook is fighting. I see what
Yep.
you mean.
Yeah.
What if I just hit him in the face?
I really like Banner Saga's combat.
It's very good. Like now that I'm actually like thinking about the way it works. Guys,
What if
I
that
also
baseball
like Rook's
swing?
baseball
Wow.
swing.
All right, here we go.
Well, they
Here.
lined up all nice for you.
thread that needle.
I think you've used thread the needle more than I have across any playthroughs of this game.
Same, although there's a reason for that on my end.
It's a good
I'm not
move.
saying it's wrong. I'm saying that it's really impressive how well you're using it.
Yeah, when you outnumber the enemies, it's actually like you feel it because it takes forever for anybody to get a hit off.
Exactly. Which is why when you had that situation where you could have sent the 2 kids away, you would have only had 2 people, but conversely, you only had 2 people, so you get to go a lot.
Crunch. Delicious Varl strength. Alright, they're moving to start.
Yeah, it looks like you'll get through this without injuries.
Yep.
Congratulations, you're doing better than I did. Seriously.
If you get through the first series of fights and you only have one person take a day's worth of injuries, you have done fine. Oh, you don't put the arrow on them. You put the arrow in front of them.
Yeah,
They're gonna walk.
there wasn't. But we're fine.
Yeah.
Yep, because again, more armor than that one has strength left.
I wonder what's gonna happen here.
Cheers for me, Captain Jeff Double Crunch.
Yeah.
Well, he only has 2 strength, so he's not gonna be able to take her out.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the best move here is to mark prey this guy. That way, 2 people get a kill, or not.
No, he's almost dead though.
Almost. But there's another thread.
Oh my god.
Although I think she's gonna ping Rook.
No, she threads, she kills
It's
one.
fine.
If she
fine.
threads,
Rook is
she
fine.
kills one and doesn't hit Rook.
Exactly.
Oh,
It's
so
fine.
it is. There we go. Crunch.
What up?
You are
Remote.
seriously getting so much more use out of this fucking ability than I ever did.
That's incredible.
How do you do these things?
I'm really good at video games.
What a good move.
So it seems.
Oh no, I only got 1 kill on a lead. How bad is that? Shunk shunk.
Yup.
Yeah, when you get a genius level play go off on this game, it feels so fucking good.
And now back to the visual novel, where things are terrifying and everyone is vulnerable.
This is a not good choice either way. There's no right choice here.
That
So
is
it's either
correct.
you help the fighters or you keep the townspeople together.
Many, few, many, few, many, few.
I love this.
Help the fighters saves the chieftain. Keeping everyone together will save the townspeople. Is pretty much what I'm seeing here. Gonna have to say townspeople.
It's a hard choice.
Olaf is not so lucky.
So, her husband may have gotten killed in the clusterfuck.
Yeah, as someone has pointed out, Chief buys it just about no matter what.
Huh, I feel a little bit better about that. But
Yep.
still.
Wait, can you keep him alive?
He may not die here, but if he is, he's wounded badly enough that he will
Oh
die.
yeah, I think I've heard that.
Yeah.
I've never seen
So
that
I'm
happen.
guessing that make the distraction is the best thing, and then you don't have to make that fucking choice.
So, if you do make the distraction, Alette asks if she can come along with the distraction. If you say no, she goes and stays with the chieftain, and then when you catch up back to the caravan after there is a fight, she shoots something that's about to kill the chieftain, and you get a little bit of renown for it. But he
Alright.
still gets stabbed.
You get bonus money.
Yeah, you get bonus money for it. It's one of those, congratulations, you
That's
have made
neat.
the quote-unquote correct
I
choice.
still got 20 for saving the villagers.
You
so.
still get a ton of renown, though. Yeah,
Or-
you also picked a good choice there because you saved.
Morale's become more normal poor.
Yeah.
Normal.
Morale has gotten worse. Morale has gotten better. Unfortunately, your line is real long.
Oh yeah, what do we got here?
308 clansmen.
So now we make a choice. We stop, slow the pace, keep a steady pace, or tell everyone, hey, keep up.
Slow the pace. Don't stop. We can't stop, because stop is just a bad thing. Steady pace is the wrong choice. These two are bad choices.
So, yeah, you're saying 1 and 3 are bad choice, so you're just picking between 2 and 4?
Yeah, rally could work, but I feel like it could also blow back. Like, this is a risk thing. It could work, or it could be really bad. Slow the pace is just the most obvious. Like, this will work. Because
remember, you are being chased by Dredge.
Yeah,
exactly.
remember,
That's why
there's a doom wall.
That's why stop is bad.
Yeah.
Slow is dangerous, but not inherently bad.
Yes, low risk.
I actually don't know what all these choices do. I've only done one of them, so I'm curious how that works out.
Yeah, I'm gonna slow pace. Alright, so that was a loss of morale.
Yep.
What's the right choice there?
Not everything.
It's rally.
Alright. Yeah, as I guess. Like, it could have been the right choice, or...
Again, I don't think you're... Remember that it's not that there's ever a quote-unquote best choice, it's what you want to do, and then you roll with it. So don't feel bad if you don't tick, like, the best option ever. It's your story. If you're curious what the, like, best outcomes in terms of renown or something, we'll tell you, but it's, again, I wouldn't worry about it too much.
You're approaching it with the right mindset.
Exactly.
I think this game will make you better at accepting things that happen to you.
Because things will happen to you.
Probably because things are going to happen to you.
Or this game will fill you with just mind-blanking fury. It's one of the two.
It might be both. It's probably both. It's both.
Look, maybe Ivor can somehow make sense of all of this.
So I'm just checking a few things. Okay, we're good.
By the way, Newbie, if we ever sass you too much, please yell at us.
No, you're fine so far.
So far. Keywords.
I like that all of these are just like, no, no, no!
Yeah, there's no option to say.
But no.
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, I'd be like, you're the one that fought the war. And that was the response I was expecting.
I'm too large to lead these people.
Oddly, the smaller than you.
Why isn't the largest human just eat the rest of them?
Yeah.
I can't believe you can lose Jeff that early.
Oh, yeah, the game is...
I mean, it feels like you get other characters to make up for it.
Yeah, there's usually...
But it's
in
not
the game,
Jeff.
There's, like, replacement characters. They may not be the same, like, personality or stat-wise as those characters, but they're pretty close.
Jeff, who, as far as we're concerned, is the personality that we gave him because he has no characterization yet.
I mean, give it time. It might happen.
He is alive and dependable.
He is alive.
Let's go with he's alive.
Jeff is here. Jeff is on the line.
Also, I like Ivor's casual racism.
Yeah, but it's obvious joking racism. Since remember, that was in response to, you do care, I can tell.
But also, like...
That's the depth of their relationship.
Yeah, chats
they
like
actually
this
get
are
along
like...
really well.
It's also like, men suck, they destroy everything. You're right.
Yeah,
yeah, we do that.
No
it do be
objections.
that way sometimes.
People are garbage. Agreed.
Let's go get drunk. Okay.
You strange tiny creatures who solve problems by not headbutting
Also-
each other until someone passes out.
Also, yeah, I love this, that we're on the other side of the world, where it's constantly day, as opposed to where we started, where it's constantly night. Because the sun.
Sun times. Anyway, look at this. Always inspect this.
Always inspect the Godstone.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm gonna
save
look
you
at
the
the
time.
stone. Wait, east? We're going east?
No. You
We
are
are
really
east.
east. You're heading west.
Oh, okay, I see. It was weird. There was like a little flicker happened right here.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I must have missed that.
The Godstones are full of mysteries.
Yeah, and occasionally something else.
Dredge. Pop out. Kill you.
Yes! I got it.
You got a thing.
I got a thing.
Somewhere in those 308 civilians is a child and their mother, who you have saved. Somewhere in there.
So, every time you come to a Godstone, you can get a ton of lore, and there's usually a chance for an item.
Some kind of event that you can navigate.
Yeah, by the way, your morale is poor now, so have fun with that.
That means you'll start at below max willpower.
You can camp at any time while you're rolling along the road.
Oh, how do we... Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, just the button up there.
Ooh, watering hole.
And enough animals to fill the supply wagons.
Yeah. I mean...
We're on the Oregon Trail to hell. What's the worst that can happen?
I mean, okay, so one of the things I'm never very clear on here, and I wish I was a little bit clear on this, is when is this like, yeah, I kind of just want more information, and when is this just a decision?
Because you're allowed to ask.
Yeah, if you, I mean, we can tell you that if you want to know. Because I'm pretty sure option 2 is they just tell you that, and then you can pick one of the other options.
Alright, I'm kind of curious. Alright, hunting for food. Yeah, come.
Same. Okay.
Literally same. As it turns out, they were
Also,
basically...
we got 12 fighters, so yes, same.
And you got a
Also,
little
we
bit of
outnumber them.
Oh, Jeff, hello.
Time
Oh,
for a
you-
scene with Jeff.
You want to talk to Jeff?
I saw you take some hard hits out there, Jeff.
It's fine.
Could be worse. Could
God,
definitely...
that's such a Jeff answer, too.
God damn it, you guys!
It's a pretty good shield.
Look what you've done. Look what you've done.
You just call me Gil. No, I'm going to call you Jeff.
You, Jeff.
Jill.
Jeff with a G. Not Geoff, just Geff.
Geff.
Thank you, Cosmic Afro just got it immediately.
So during these character scenes, it's always you can exhaust this dialogue. These are for flavor.
Okay.
Except for the last one, which is fuck off. I'm going back to camp. So, yeah.
So yes, this is a point that doesn't come up often, but most shields aren't actually entirely metal because that would be insanely fucking heavy.
Oh, shields are mostly wood. Gil has a slab of iron.
Yeah, Gil has strapped a slab of iron to his arm because he's insane.
But that's why he can tank.
Yes.
That's why he's as tough as a giant.
Mm-hmm.
That's also why he's using a short sword, because Come on.
Yeah, he's got most of his effort in the other arm there.
And I also like to think that Ivor's training with him is just, I'm okay, kid, stand there. I'm going to beat the crap out of you for 30 minutes until I feel better.
Mostly just that and lifting. And yeah, most people don't wear a lot of, like, armor. If they want to put something between themselves and harm, it's a shield.
Armor is there for when you fuck up. A shield is to prevent you from fucking up.
Also, it's fucking cold. You don't want to wear a metal
Steel.
vest
Yeah.
that's going to rob you of your heat.
Throwing this out here, speaking from experience,
Go ahead.
the cold is miserable with armor on.
I can imagine.
It's very cold.
The cold and the hot and the neutral.
Yeah, well, with the neutrals, actually, it's fine. I don't mind the neutral at all. The nooch is okay when you're wearing a suit of armor. The hot can
sounds
also be
awful.
miserable.
Yeah.
It's a different kind of miserable, though. With the cold, it's like, okay, you're not actually all that cold until you touch it by accident. And then all of a sudden, holy shit.
Hey.
So here's a lovely...
I would not actually give that to Jeff.
Ivor's got armor. That feels like it's for Rook.
Oh, yeah, if you promote him, sure.
We do have the round for it. Or we could put it on a leg, who does seem to be taking it on the chin a lot.
Yeah, also, we're going to promote her, too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's HP damage. We can actually strategically keep the bowman behind.
Yes, yeah. And generally you should. The bowmen aren't
It's
really
either
meant.
Ivor... Alright, so Jeff can prevent himself from taking damage pretty easily.
That's correct. It's his
Ivor,
ability.
though, might just want that.
Yeah.
Until he can pick up that ring.
Yeah, and then he just becomes large.
And then
Makes
he just
sense
says,
to give
hello,
it to a
I'm
person
going to
who's going
crush
to take a
someone.
bunch of hits.
Okay, so... Right, this is always one break damage, so his break level doesn't actually affect that too much.
Mm-hmm.
However, range break is just good.
Yeah, he does have that bow. I'm going to say one break, one armor for now.
Okay.
And exert is just how far you can move.
No, it's how much willpower you can spend on any action.
Oh, right, so you can do that for
attack, break, whatever.
So if you have 2 exertion and 2 armor break, you do 2 base armor break, and then you can spend
You
2
can exert
willpower
2.
to make it 4.
Yeah, all right. I like
exertion
this.
is a really strong stat.
This is good level 1.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure to confirm it or else it won't take.
Now, Alette. Alette is tricky. Armor break is kind of a free one. She can stand back and break armor constantly.
Mm-hmm.
She has a lot of willpower, so exertion's not terrible on her either.
Yeah. That or punch.
The thing is, her caps are low for armor and health, so 1 point goes a long way there.
Yeah.
Again, she's one of those characters that anything's good for her.
I'm going to go with one punch on her. One punch.
She looks so happy that you gave her points.
Alette is a little ambivalent about combat.
Alette will get you a kill for sure.
Yep. And remember, I'm not saying you should, but you always have access to the training pen.
Mm-hmm. And we're not going to rest.
I mean, you have poor morale. Resting would get it above poor.
Or at least help some. Because it
Yeah.
will drop over time, is the other thing. The
8
longer
days
you
have passed, and you have 8 days of supplies, so...
The longer you keep marching without a rest, the worse morale becomes. And
If I hit that, that just goes to the next day. How does that work?
It goes to the 2/3 mark of the next day, so it'll be day 9 at the exact same point.
Okay.
You rest a full
Plus
day.
1 day.
It's to make it so you can't just like stop a sliver before the end of the day and then rest, and then, oh, I have a whole other day of travel.
One rest. Get that neutral morale.
There you go.
That nooch.
That is the strongest phase in the game, the neutral morale phase.
just...
Just this indifferent, strange cloud person art.
Oh, and before I forget, I have to mention this. Oh, wait, hold on. I got this first.
Ravensvater.
This guy. And he's obviously
Laugh off the scuffle is bad for morale. Definitely do not do this. A man got extremely drunk while we're trying to get away from the horde and cause the scene. Do not laugh off the scuffle. Encourage others to drop the issue is also bad. Tie him up till he dries out. You know what this does? It gets 1 out of 300 people a little upset. And then later you talk to him and say, hey, you fucked up. Coercive public apology would not work right now because he can't.
He's too drunk.
He's drunk, so tie him up until he dries out.
Yeah, seems alright.
So, hey, newbie.
What?
The correct choice was laugh it off.
Really?
These are Vikings. Think like a Viking.
They're also all extremely stressed.
Yeah.
All
Somebody got drunk and beat somebody up and then passed out in the mud, covered in their own vomit. That's great.
That's comedy.
All right, I'm thinking too much like a human, and not thinking like a Viking.
Famously non-human Vikings.
Those
yes.
those
Too much like a
aliens.
human, not enough like a Swede.
What was I gonna
We
say?
apologize to our
So,
Scandinavian
would there have been a
Fuck
more
that.
would there have been a morale improvement?
It would have been renown, actually.
Oh, neat. Okay.
Just, I think it's like 4 or 5 points or something like that. It's not much.
Ah, other town. Map.
And now we lose an hour to map time.
Yes, and now we lose another hour and a half to
Well, I just had to see. Oh wow, so we're already like halfway there.
Yeah, we're basically halfway to Frost.
Yeah, you move way faster than like the game puts on.
Yeah.
You've had a couple days travel.
Yeah, you're actually like moving at a pace. Sturholm though.
Sigerholm.
The best place to live, apparently.
So good that they had to build a wall to keep the other people out. Oh man, look at Eastwick over there. Dad Mountain.
Okay.
Yeah, we will definitely lose hours to this. Let's see what the market's got for us, huh?
That's a level 5.
I know.
It's a really strong. It's pretty okay.
Like,
Yeah, that's the cult shot. That's something you're going to use at the end of the. Also, hello. Blood.
That can be really good.
That's outrageous.
It's powerful. It's very
Blood.
powerful.
the reason I suggested the ring earlier, and I think either of the statue or the Erfang there are possible choices, is because a level 3 item you can use pretty quickly. I mean, you're already like a fight or 2 away from any of your people being level 3. Level 4 and 5 is up there, and that's a lot of renown to get there. So be careful.
I'm also going to assume it's like 10 renown to level 2.
The
gets more
renown
and more.
price does increase by a lot.
Okay.
The first level is easy.
But 3 will per kill is wild.
Yes, yeah. The Fang is potent mojo. Don't get us wrong. It's just.
I think we grabbed the Fang and call it a day.
Okay.
Well, and remember supplies.
Oh,
You also
yes.
need I would grab some supplies too.
Food.
Here's the other thing: is like, okay, days worth. It shows
Hey,
me
yeah.
there. Okay.
You just pay attention to the day's worth.
8 days.
There you go.
We've moved a good distance in that time. We will hit the main town before that.
Here's hoping.
You know, the way you say that.
Look, it never hurts to plan for the worst. first.
Remember, most of the time we're gonna be doing this just to fuck with you. We're not actually like, oh, you should do this or that because we know exactly what's gonna happen. It's just, nah, let's just mess with newbie. It's fun.
I've actually given you, I think, both of my pieces of this is going to be important later advice. Meanwhile,
Oh, this seems like fun.
Who the fuck are you?
You know, Fred.
Sir?
you appear to have walked
town
into
leader from down the road.
an argument already in progress.
Is there a problem?
There are two brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell the difference between the two?
Well, one has a scar.
There you go.
I was just really disappointed one of these guys wasn't wearing green.
Yeah.
I'm ready to get hooked on the brothers.
Their hands are moving in unison.
Oh dear. And turns out they want to join the caravan. And their chief does not appear impressed with this choice.
See, the chieftain is in green. So
That's true.
Mario and also Mario don't want to hang out with Luigi.
Luigi, who has the highest rank.
Uh-huh.
Luigi, the mayor.
That shameless coward, Luigi.
I was thinking it.
A mediocre brother.
Saying nothing is wrong. I don't want anything to do with this is also wrong. Because that's going to, like, cause morale problems or something.
Mm-hmm.
Let your people decide might end in a fight. And literally just saying to them straight in the face, I think the best option here is there won't be anything to tend once they're right there.
Yeah,
They're coming.
There's like a million
Like,
red.
just be real. Like, no, he's not wrong. Dredge my ass. Yes. Agreed.
Yes, this guy is a wise and sensible person. All right, what's the choice here, newbie?
Okay, so is it just the brothers against the entire town? Did I
Yeah,
miss?
they are heavily outnumbered right now.
All right, I thought there were villagers siding with the brothers. Okay.
They might be siding with them, but they might not be fighting with them.
Yeah.
All right.
The brothers do speak for a portion of their village. Don't misunderstand us.
How is your opinions on brothers?
The wording
Yeah,
here
don't-
is awful.
Yeah, don't be afraid to talk it out.
Yeah, so don't get involved. Honestly, I don't want to do that. Though honestly,
Obviously, you wanna get involved.
I kind of do want to just not my problem and just walk away.
So remember, the situation started because these brothers were like, "Hey, we want to sign on with your caravan," and the village chief was like, "No, fuck that."
Yeah, because they were farm workers and they're like, "But the farm."
Lol, nope.
It's the wording of "I won't kill men for defending their homes" that I hate.
To be fair, that village chieftain did say, I will put you in the ground for this, so he's going to kill them if they, like, try to get out. Like, the Hogan and Mogan have drawn weapons, they're saying, we're leaving, and that guy's saying, no, you're not, I'll kill you if you try to leave.
I'm hooked on the brothers.
Okay.
Side with the brothers.
Yeah, so if you had not done that, they would die.
But the
Alette
daughter.
has Alette has noped straight out of this fight.
It's fine.
You got 6 people. It's fine.
Make
you got a
space
full
for
team.
2 brothers.
I do remember the first time I did this, I had the optional character Trigvi instead. So I'm like, I can use one of these brothers because I don't need to use both of them.
You can
That was
check what their
stupid.
deal is before going in there.
Bloody flail. Oh, so that's the move that the one guy used.
Yeah.
4 strikes. Up to
Always
6
does
strikes
at
rank
least
3.
something.
And they have shield wall.
Because they got shields.
Just 2 brothers.
I think there's a slight difference between the 2 besides the scar.
One is slightly more to the right than the other.
Yes, I meant stat-wise, you jackass.
One is more HP than the other.
There you go.
Just 2 brothers.
Man, they've got a lot of will. Holy crap! I did not see how high their max will was before.
Yeah, they use a lot of will.
Yep.
Always be flailing.
All right, you're fighting people. Including a level 4 jackass down there.
That's not their level, that's...
That's
No,
willpower.
Oh, that's willpower. My apologies.
Just 2 brothers.
Remember, if you have shield people next to each other, they give each other bonus armor.
I had a feeling that my daughter's going to be very cross with me.
Look at all that defense.
Wait, what? How much armor? You deal 3. That shouldn't have done anything.
He used a willpower.
He used exertion.
Okay. Alright, that makes sense.
That's okay, though. Instead of taking 4, you took 1.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yes. What does resting do?
It restores a willpower.
Oh, okay.
You never want to do it.
No. But also,
If you just want to keep them right there, that's fine.
yeah. Take a knee. Yeah, mainly because that.
Yeah, but that guy used up like all his willpower. to
He
do that,
literally
so
used
he's
up all of his
spent.
will. Oh wait, right. They show me on the map. I gotta remember that.
Yeah, she can't get to him, unfortunately. Well, she can if you want to hit him. Of all the people that Archer could have attacked, that was the worst one.
Wow.
Rude.
Hey, let's
Guess
see that
what?
move.
Yeah. The AI archers occasionally do some goofy stuff, and then occasionally they're just threatening as fuck. They're kind of bimodal like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw that move coming.
Crunch. Backbiters are nasty.
They're the enemy I hate to fight the most in this game.
Well,
They just-
you're destroyed next turn.
Is it because Ivor cuts him in half?
It turns out, yes.
Dadgummit. Well, crunch. Oh, it's because she's got 2 strength left, that's why.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could let one of the brothers fight, take care of that guy, and
I get the feeling I'm not going to keep the brothers. I'm just going to throw that one out there.
Like, what do you mean by keep?
They're not going to stay in the party, but we'll find out.
Okay, I was just curious what you meant by keep. Now, you can take a 90% chance on that archer with 2 health and add an exertion, and you could kill the archer.
Just
On a
with
90%
chance.
That guy's going next, actually.
Yes, he is. And if she gets close to him, he will gun right for her.
Yes. Come on, roll them dice. I went for the wrong one.
Yes, you did.
Look, they're
Nailed it, though.
they literally look exactly the same.
Think of it this way. It wasn't the worst option.
It's fine. Newbie left her in the rotation, so she'll take up a turn.
Mm-hmm.
Do nothing.
cunning plan that cannot fail.
It really wasn't a bad choice. It's fine.
Oh no, 2 armor damage.
That actually, you might need to kill that archer now.
Yes.
This is the thing, is they are now... If you leave archers alone, they will just cut your armor to shreds. He has 2 exertion. You can just tear her into one. Or you can bloody flail her, I guess. That works too.
It worked.
It did. It accomplished the same thing, so, you know, fair point.
Also, Bloody Flail is better when you have adjacent allies.
Oh, yeah, it scales, doesn't it? I keep forgetting about that.
So this guy's going to get flailed a whole bunch if you go for it.
Yeah, he is. No, brother.
I'm gonna crunch one of these.
Yeah, we're
Type.
gonna eat an archer.
That seems like a good plan.
More experience for Jeff.
Jeff. Jeffed him.
Jeff has advanced forward.
Again?
No, he didn't actually. He's close though. What if we just said goodbye to this annoying dude with a sword?
Yep.
This is why Ivor is great.
Now Ivor has a promotion.
Ivor can use the ring now.
Is it time for Oddleaf to puncture this woman to death?
I think she will.
And
This
there's
is why
Machido
archers,
finally.
even with their this is why archers, even with low strength, can be lethal because if you get enough armor off a guy, they just hit really hard.
Mm. Gotta get them Chivos. Gotta get Ivor promoted. Wait, does this mean Ivor is at ring level?
He is.
Define the good thing, Fat Dragon Quest.
My daughter's upset.
Maybe you should go talk to her then.
So it turns out a banner is not just like an insignia.
Dad, are you the chieftain now? Are you like
Why do you ask this?
is that how it works?
Are you East Village Chief?
God damn it!
Someone has to do it.
When a chief dies, do you like inherit his power? Is it go to the next dad?
Dogs are dead.
We really are the East Village Chief. We're the most East Village on the stupid map.
It really is. Skoger is as far east as any settlement goes.
I don't know. I guess like 100%.
Kind of looks that way.
Yeah, it kind of looks that way. Why did you have to kill those men in the village? I think this happens either way, because either way you side with the brothers or you don't, so you kill people either way.
Unless you walk away, I believe.
Yeah.
If you walk away or leave the village to their own devices, the brothers get the crap beaten out of them, and that's it.
They would have killed others. I had to make a hard choice. That's it. That's it. Just take this right here and just put this on the back of the box.
.png.
Yeah.
Yep. Welcome to Banner Saga, folks.
I don't want to kill a person. Are you mad at me? No. No. Absolutely not. You think I'm going to be mad at somebody for, like... Just, I don't want to kill another person
Human.
that's... Yeah. Another... Like, well, anything, because Farrell, too.
Yeah.
I don't want to say just human, but, like, another person that just, like, they have a life. They have a family.
There is a Chivo for getting to the end of this game without having to kill anything except a dredge.
Amazing.
That does not include anything in the training hall. You can train her in the training hall with no repercussions.
It is training, but yes,
Because
there
you're
is
not
a
actually
Chivo
killing.
for that.
Are you the super dad now? Are you everyone's dad?
We got to go do something real important. Hold on, I'll leave. I got to go do something.
Hold that thought, I'll leave.
Confirm. Very large.
So he has now rank 2 knockback, in addition to other prizes.
Wait, what is this
What are
minus?
you thinking here for his stats? The
Oh.
minus is getting rid of the item.
Yeah, it removes it. Yeah, okay. That's a really weird...
It is, yes.
Okay. I kind of want to up exertion.
Mm-hmm.
Not a bad choice.
The problem is he doesn't have a lot of willpower to begin with.
That's what the
okay.
horn is for.
Yeah, but it still means that you have an option that he can hit 2 harder on damage or
Yeah, it's the option set.
break, or he can move 2 more an extra space. It
Yeah,
gives
and the
him
move is
flexibility.
incredibly powerful.
And we just gave him the +2 strength ring, so we don't need to actually up his strength, so we can just make him very large.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just never lose that bonus.
So now he is a 15-14 unit.
He is a whole lot of Viking.
Yeah, and if he wants to, he can also break 6 armor.
He is your beef wall.
Ivor, he's good.
He's real good.
Oh, so I do actually keep the brothers.
Yeah, you keep the brothers. They're in your party now.
You picked the correct choice. They have joined you, and
Get
they are
hooked
now
on
with
the
you.
brothers.
If you had not picked the right choice, they would not be there.
What if you side with the villager?
They die.
They die.
And that's just it? They're dead?
Yes.
Yep. You killed them. Or, as the
But
case
because you sided with them, you got them, renown, supplies, and more people.
The brothers Hogan.
You got Thrashers, man. Thrashers.
Yes, the brothers Hogan are now your allies.
That seems like a very good move.
Apparently, Oddleaf is a male name. I wouldn't have been able to tell. Yeah, I love that. It's just Rook's help me response. Why do people keep asking me these things?
Alright, get your head into space here. He is a dad. Think, what would a dad say?
Huh?
Yeah, so far your responses could have been and huh.
Yeah, if you just want the derpiest Rook.
Because I want to say these top two, but based on the first response. Like...
Hey. Go with what you want to do.
Go with me. I'd vouch for you.
And yes, the derp Rook options continue. That reminds me, I need to go back and watch the Democratic Saga, because I remember the beginning of that being very good.
Oh boy.
Was Democratic Saga that you just had the chat vote on each?
Yeah, that was Voice of Dogs.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Chat votes on choices stream.
How'd that go for you, Voice of Dog?
People died.
I don't.
I think Gil survived for a little bit.
A little bit.
It would
That
probably
was a while ago. I honestly don't remember. Because I also saw Loon's run, and in Loon's run, Gil died immediately.
Got his head's crunched in.
I threw Gil under the bus as an example.
Oh.
Oh.
Remember,
Deliver the sass, newbie. You know it.
And oh, you can have monosyllabic responses to her the entire time.
Yeah, if you want Rook to be Solid Snake.
Yeah. I guess this is what it means to be a strong woman.
Yeah, I guess that's what it means to be a strong woman, is entirely a Solid Snake response.
And her response is also correct, is, I don't know if that's the nicest thing I've ever heard or the dumbest, because let's be honest, it's kind of both.
Morale improves.
Yep.
And 5 renown.
And yeah, Rook is absolutely peak dad.
You picked the right option. Most of the time that doesn't actually pop up when you talk to other characters, that one is.
Yes.
Are you saying that just monosyllabic responses was not correct?
That is what we are saying, yes.
Again, there might be rewards for certain choices in game, but the more important thing is the reward you have for playing the dumb game.
Stay safe. Extra supplies. Each man is allowed to do what they want.
Good luck, all y'all.
And you
Good
gotta
job,
pay
maybe.
For it.
You have received the respect of your caravan, even if some people. Not this fuck again.
What are you gonna do?
Actually set himself on fire this time.
Like, at this point, it's becoming a problem, right? Like, you can't just laugh this off.
At this point, it's a problem.
This may be a problem.
Punishing him physically is just too much. Just this man drinks nothing but water from now on. No. You had your chance. You fucked up once.
There's no right answer to that one. It's all just, this guy's an idiot. If you're frustrated and you're like, I just want to beat someone up, you can just beat the crap out of him.
Also, I punched my mic again.
Alright, what are we doing here? What are we doing?
Actually, no. Ready yourself for dredge, just in case.
Are you okay?
No, yeah. Like, they could have missed them. But then the scouts might be... Fuck it, ready yourself. I'm not gonna get caught off guard.
There you go.
Fucking Wrath.
Nobody searches for him.
And he killed your morale by doing that.
Nobody found his body.
Minus one clansman.
So, that is another one of those things where it's, in Viking land, the best choice is to beat the crap out of him.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Again, that whole section is just a landmine, or a series of landmines that there's no real good option, it's just a series of less bad.
The brothers.
Yeah, any character that you have part of your main squad is going to be at the front
There's
of the
a tiny version of them that shows up at the front of the line. You are not running a daycare, you are running a caravan. You have 400 refugees who want to be very far away from monsters.
Yeah, for anyone who's curious, that Rav guy, he's dead. Dead. Someone put him in the dirt.
That seems about right. I guess if you say let the people take care of it, they also kill him.
No, they beat the crap out of him so much that he doesn't ever want to touch a drink again.
Is there actual like a good bonus for doing that?
Yeah.
All
Instead
right.
of you losing morale, it actually raises your morale. Because people feel better about letting out their frustrations by beating the crap out of him. Again, I like this little set at the beginning because it teaches you how the Vikings think.
Yep, and now I know.
It doesn't mean that it's always the best thing to do the Viking thing, but more often than not, it's nice to think outside of how you would.
Alright, which options are you here? Am I okay to grab just for more information?
I think you can
Probably
look
two.
I
at.
think where else could we go is probably just an information request.
Yep. So I think you could probably go with 4 and then probably 2. Oh, Horseborn. Neat.
I don't like any of his ideas. You're right. Yeah, also, yeah, Ivor, thank you. That's because they're all bad.
Never change, Ivor.
See, Vinay, you said you have my voice for Faulkner. I think of my voice mostly when Ivor's talking. It's just
That's probably fair. Yeah, that disgusted resignation. I feel like Ivor would sound like you if we pitch shifted you down an octave.
All right, so that was the choice in a sense.
it's just giving you information. Hey, look, a market.
Oh, and here we are at a poll. I think this is a good place to call for tonight.
Yes, absolutely.
Are you sure you don't want to exhaust yourself with more?
Well, it's more. It's just getting late.
It auto saves, by the by, so
Oh, okay.
you don't actually have to manually.
I was just going to suggest you look at the market and call it.
Yeah, let's take a peek at the market. Sunstone. Never deflected. What?
Yeah,
no
so
matter
if you
what
make
the
it-
percentage is, you land it.
Oh.
Yeah, so if it's a 10% chance to hit, you can do 1 point of damage, or plus more than that if you put exertion into it.
Is that 20% dodge? Knockback when on strength? Okay. Alright, that's interesting. I don't...
Yeah. Now,
I wouldn't go for that.
you don't usually do more than 5 damage.
Yes.
There are pieces of equipment that have a lower knockback threshold, and depending on what happens, they might be very important later.
So I think if I got anything, it would be the charm, but we only have 20, or no, we have 30 renown.
Even
I
then,
think I'm good.
Yeah, you could also spend that same amount of renown on food.
On food or leveling people up as they are getting close to that point.
Mm-hmm. Like, again, that's why I really like renown in this game, is that there's so many things you can spend it on.
Yeah. So if I
You
just
never have enough.
quit game.
Yep. You might have to re-see you walking into this town, but that's it.
Let's just check that real quick. I would like to know how that works. Yeah, so I saw this, and obviously I've seen this guy a lot in just various things I've seen. So when I started off playing as the old Varl, I'm like, this doesn't seem right. Alright, so load game, profile 1. Oh, okay. Cool autosaves.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you can just... Does this keep going? Does this just save at certain checkpoints?
Yes.
Neat.
So it lets you go back and replay things if you wanted to see different options.
Oh,
and such.
so yes, very much so. Whenever we end one of these sessions, it's going to want to be like when we hit a town or something.
Yeah.
Because otherwise there won't be a save there.
Yeah. So Frost Valor City Sealed.
Yeah. So literally when what's his name who died event came up and it was like dregs, I was like, oh fuck. It's like 12:30. I can't do a fucking fight now. I saw the town there. It was the only reason I kept going.
Well, thanks
What do you
for
think
coming,
so far,
folks.
though, newbie?
It gives me the same stress as XCOM, but for different reasons.
Perfect.
I do like the choices though a lot because there's a lot of like sitting down and actually thinking them through. Like when I made sure Jeff didn't die, that felt very good. That was like I thought this out. Like these options aren't going to work for this reason. Now, mind you, the scene didn't play out the way that I thought it was going to, but figuring that out felt very good.
Yeah, your logic was basically perfect. Even if the mechanics of the individual resolution didn't go as you wanted, your logic was sound.
Exactly.
Yeah, you didn't kill the dredge, but you distracted it long enough by actually hitting it that Ivor said, hey, what's up, and took care of it for you.
Well, either way, good session. Next time,
All right.
that town.
Yep. Next time, fun in Frost Valor.